put the first kit up for pre-order for one very specific reason. It's going under £20.
Oh, wow. No, I did not know that.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
First
that
kit.
makes sense.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
We've just thought, let's give everybody the chance. Let's give everybody the heads up. First kit coming in exactly an hour's time. Now open for pre-orders under £20. Have a look at what you get in this incredible combination, and there's no doubt about it. No doubt about it, this will be a sellout. We have less than 100 available, included in this wonderful kit. We're guaranteeing shapes and sizes. We're giving you differentials with your wire. You get so much to work with, and all of this, all of it, under £20. That's the wire, that's the chain, and the gemstones. Everything for under 20. It is going to be an absolute triumph of a kit. So if you would like to join us, this is your chance to be able to pre-order. Make sure you get involved sooner rather than later, especially when you've got the chance to know the price point is under 20,
yeah,
and know that you've got so much goodies, so many great things to work with for that price point. So guaranteed under 20. If you want to join us and pre-order, you can do so on the phone lines, and you can pre-order on the web as well. We don't mind how you do it, as long as you get involved sooner rather than later on the deals. So congratulations one and all if you've already got there. If you're already on the phone lines, we'll process your call as fast as we can. We've got loads to take us through the evening though, all the way till 7 o'clock, 6 till 7. We've just decided to go absolutely 100% foot down under £10.
Woo!
The whole hour.
Amazing.
Everything.
Okay.
No hose barred, no ifs, no buts. Everything you see is gone under 10. Now, if you see something that you like, this is now you add it to your order event. And I guess in this, especially, you know, when you've had such a busy day today, we've been live from 8 o'clock with our gorgeous Elle taking you through pretty much all of the day, bless her. The good news is, if you've bought even once from us today, you've paid your post and packaging, and now under 10 comes in and you go, well, I can add this one to my order. I don't have to pay any additional fee. I'm just adding the under 10 deals. And when we pick up every single item, you'll kind of go, well, that doesn't look like it's under 10. Under £10 deal. Say that again. Can I see what?
Must have.
Oh, today's must have.
Oh.
I didn't catch that one. I was like, that can we have one? Right, we have got coming your way today's must have as well, just to give you a heads up. Ooh, the only dendritic opal bars ever. The only opals of its kind, and we're guaranteeing, now they're not going under 10, but we are guaranteeing something extra special. We are guaranteeing a one-off, never been seen before price tag. Now I also have coming up, very top of the 7 o'clock hour, something that is a little bit of an added bonus that nobody other than just a handful of people know about. All I'm going to say is, if you join me about a week and a bit ago when I had the company of Simon.
Oh, yes.
Now, we did Simon's selection. Now, Simon is our head of merchandise. He essentially organises everything. He works out the pricing. He does everything that he can to make the deals happen. I had his company on air, and he did to the penny pricing on some of our big deal offers.
Wow.
He's given us one deal this weekend, and it's at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. It's a Simon selection offer.
Oh,
now,
brilliant.
It's to the penny as low as we can go.
Okay.
And I'm talking massive opportunity. Seriously incredible deal. So it's going to be an absolute top trump of a 7 o'clock. Be tuned in. You've got to keep watching now, because we're under 10. Top of the 7 o'clock hour, we're kicking off with a Simon selection to the penny price point deal. So that's happening 7 o'clock tonight. Be watching. And then 8 o'clock, we then have today's must have. So we literally have got moments.
It's chocker, isn't it?
I do like a good, I like a busy evening.
Yeah.
I do like to keep, I like it to keep busy. Right, we're going to kickstart with an amazing opportunity, and it starts, these are going to go great.
I was just thinking
with
exactly that.
The kit.
Yeah. match.
Perfect. Add it to your order to the kit. What about these? These are your Dalmatian Jasper tubes. They're going to give you shape and form. Look at that, can you see?
They're gorgeous.
And the nice thing about them is that they're going to work beautifully as spacers as much as they are signature pieces for your jewellery design. You could use them in rungs for a ladder weave. You could create something of a hit within instead of having a silver tube or a metal tube, use a gemstone instead. So not only are these going to be a feature for design purposes, they're also perfect accessories to other designs as well. It's going to be a big deal to start our under £10 showcase. Do you know what? What about if I said to you, you could actually buy 2 of these strands and still be under £10? That's the beginning of a brilliant Sunday evening here at JewelleryMaker. So great to know that you're joining us, whether you're joining us on the web and you want to check out at JewelleryMaker.com. If you're joining us on the phone lines, you can do so on that free phone number. Of course, we have our app service as well, so if you're heading out and about, you never miss out on the deal. So easy to make sure that you can tap the app to guarantee that you don't miss out. £4.95 is all you're paying. Now that's for one strand, but you could be getting just up to, it's just shy of 80 centimetres, heading towards a metre of Dalmatian Jasper for less than a tenner. I mean, that's serious. For £15, you'd have over a metre of Dalmatian Jasper.
That's brilliant, isn't it?
I mean, that is signature jewellery. Designs good to be made. All yours for the taking for £4.95. Congratulations if you've got that. Let's go. And let's go to the next deal, and let's bring you not just anything but one of the most fantastic gemstones around at the moment. We're talking about a stone that has a personality, an individuality, and in the last hour we were just talking about, you know, gemstone capturing your attention, creating a design with stones that give you some kind of impetus.
Absolutely.
And this gemstone has got that quality.
It does, and what's gorgeous about it is it's seasonal.
Yes.
Summer and winter.
Yeah.
It's day and night.
It
so
really
you can
is.
really wear it any time of the year and mix it in as a highlight or a complement to other colours as well.
It really is a stunning gemstone. And we were just talking there with the Dalmatian Jasper saying, well, if you spent £15, you could get over a metre. Well, on this strand, you're looking at just shy of a metre anyway. On this one strand alone, you're getting 82 to 86 centimetre strand on this amazing Snowflake small nuggets. Now, what's extraordinary about this deal is that we're going under 10. But what about under 5? Let me show you it again. Let me show you it again. That's 86 centimetres to the max. What about if I said to you, we could do you over a metre and a half and still be under £10?
That's...
Hang on a minute, let's do some maths here. So if we're 82, 160, that means you could get 200, so you could get just shy of 2.5 metres.
Yeah.
Just shy of 2.5 metres of gemstones and still be under £10.
Amazing. Yeah. You could do some interior decorating.
You really could. But what's amazing is this gemstone, as it is, you could just restrand and do a beautiful lariat necklace.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have to be anything other than that.
No.
Or maybe you get a nice cabochon and you get that wonderful drop, and then you take that
your
single
feature at the bottom.
feature drop. I mean, so you use that lariat length, £2.95 for the. I mean, it costs more for a chain.
Yeah.
It costs more for the wire.
It would.
So you may as well, with that design,
Make
sit
it a
like
statement
so,
piece.
make it a statement
Yeah.
piece, and hold the pendant to the centre. I mean, for £2.95, you can do whatever you want and it's going to be quids in, isn't it? Absolute triumph of a price tag there. Let's go straight to the next deal, and that is your multi. Now, don't forget, we're under 10. We're not under 5. We're under 10 right now. It just so happens that the deals that we've got are so impressive. Do not tell me I can go under 5 for these. I was just building up to the fact that there's no way that we could take 10mm rounds of Amazonite. I mean, a gemstone of such amazing textures and tones, such stunning qualities of colourway. Lovely, lovely colourway. I love the fact that you get almost like those little smatterings or little textures running through here. And you've got that look in 10mm rounds.
And 10 mil. Let's just reiterate that.
Yes.
Because they're big, they are stunning in terms of the colour, and just a pair of those and a drop earring, and you could actually make 10 to 15 pounds on that.
Totally.
Yeah. So that's to me, that's probably, well, I don't know what other deals are coming up.
The thing is that you're saying, you're working on the principle it's going to be £5 though, aren't you? You're working on the principle this strand is going to be £4.95. That's what you're expecting.
What are you telling me, Vicky?
It's not £4.95. And if it's not £4.95, it's not even £3.95.
Oh my word.
Now I'm going to say to you now, this is going to be one of the most ludicrous deals of the evening so far. Under 10, forget it. Under 5, forget it. How about under 3? They're 10 mil
for
rounds.
Amazonite. For Amazonite.
I genuinely don't think I've ever seen multicolour Amazonite for under 10, let alone under 3.
I would agree. And I love the mix of colours in that strand.
That is just an annihilation of pricing.
Yeah.
That's not, that genuinely is blitzing a price tag beyond actually recognition of what we would anticipate, what we would normally expect. The close-up you're seeing here, luxury colours. I mean, juicy, fresh, you've got elegance, you've got softness, and yet you've got intensities. I mean, just wonderful harnessing of quality. £2.95 is all you pay for 10 mil rounds. If you're watching for the first time, can I just say, not all of the
don't
deals,
get used to this.
not all the deals for 10 mil rounds of Amazonite come in at £2. In fact, I don't think any other deal comes in at £2.95. This is the only time I can give you the guarantee. So, and that sounds, again, it sounds like the problem is that I've worked here for a really long time. So I know how good the deals can be on a day-to-day basis for the last 8, nearly 9 years. But truth be known, I do not sit here and expect under £10, let alone under £3 for 10 mil rounds of any gemstone, let alone Amazonite.
Yeah, no, it's an incredible deal, and I don't know why we are allowed to do this, but actually that's why Jewellery Maker is so amazing, because they throw in these surprises every once in a while, and it's even special for us, isn't it?
Well, it really is, and I think that's the lovely part about it. And is if you're watching for the first time, then this is a wonderful introduction. And if you are buying for the very first time from us, you get another free 2 strands of gemstones just as a welcome. So that means for £2.95, you'd get this strand and 2 free strands of gemstones for under £3.
I'd like to know what other companies do that.
Well, nobody who's got sense. I mean, that's the thing. Congratulations if you got that wonderful introduction. Lovely, lovely introduction. Let's go to... Oh, these are nice.
Oh.
And if you think it's wire work at the weekend, you know, if you talk about metal and wire work...
I've actually had these in a kit before. They are amazing.
Oh, I love these.
These are stunning. And the iridescence on the surface of the...
Oh, I really like these. Have you got... Can I borrow some wire?
Yeah, help yourself.
Sorry, I'm just going to take this. Look. Now, I'm literally not going to do anything other than just put them on there and rotate them so you can see.
Get the movement.
You know what I'm thinking? All I'm thinking is that I would just have one of those on a nice, maybe braided satin cord, silk cord, something like that. You know, maybe a nice macrame, maybe even a little bit of kumihimo, so braiding, some cords, threads, something simple, just simple. And then look at the size of the drill. Way! I got you.
Yeah, that's actually a very good point, because as you said, you can put cords and braids through that, can't you?
And I was thinking, then that'd be lovely. Just one more, because the size of this, I would put it as a signature right on my wrist. I'd have it sat just there on my wrist.
I wonder if you could even fit, you know, the adjustable bracelets that we, with the... those slider bracelets.
Yes.
I wonder if that chain would actually fit through that hole. I think it probably would.
I reckon. Yeah, I'm reckoning. Yeah, because that is a substantial haul, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've got here an amazing 15 mil combination of your ceramic beads. They have got a wonderful reaction of light, haven't they? That shimmer is amazing. Turquoise colour, well, I think it goes for winter and for... Oh, I've had an idea.
What? Go on.
Oh, see, one of my favourite colourways. Smoky quartz with turquoise.
That's nice, actually. Do you know what that does? It actually makes it a bit more grown up, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like it.
And I just keep it really simple.
Yeah.
La runway of the Smoky quartz, that to
and
the
the
centre.
rounds together look great, don't
they?
Yeah.
Beautiful. That Smoky quartz is coming up, and it's coming up at around about 1/2 so about 15 minutes time. We've got a nice showcase of different variant sizes, so if you want that, especially if you got earlier on the deal of the day with all of the 6 mils, and you just want to give a little bit more different texture to size dynamics to your jewelry designs, the Smoky quartz with all of the deal of the day would go wonderfully. So Smoky quartz coming up in around about 15 minutes time as a star buy, but in the meantime we're bringing your feature 15 mil rounds in your ceramic. They sound good as well, don't they?
They do.
Solid, nice, under £10 deal there. Congratulations. As I say, just be prepared for that Smoky quartz deal. We've got plenty to look forward to before that, and how about we bring in the first of some of our more epic deals, and you think to yourself, how do you get more epic than that? Well, that's when a star buy comes in. I mean, seriously, this is signature pearl quality.
Yeah.
These are exactly what pearls are, aren't they? I mean, this is exactly what you want pearls to be. And in my head, I want pearls to be genuine. I want them to be naturally forming in terms of their texture. I'm actually really comfortable with texture on pearls. I like the banding, the ridging.
I love them.
And the reason I like it is because then you know they're real.
Yeah.
Right? There are so many fakes and synthetics out there that you get charged a fortune for because of their precision round or their precision finish. And my head says, but that is a replica of nature. These you can't reproduce. Like Baroque pearls, you cannot reproduce.
Yeah.
You can't. It's almost like trying to reproduce a masterpiece. At some point, you can't replicate a brushstroke.
And each one has its own fingerprint, doesn't it?
Totally.
So that's what it is. It's individually unique.
So I really like the fact that you've got the ridging. I like the fact when I look at each one of these pearls, I know that that's nature's quality. Yeah. And essentially the reason that you've got the ribbing here is it's as simple as the ripples of the water enter into the mollusk. And we know that pearls form within a very tight-lipped environment. And if I just put these down for a second, essentially what happens is the water enters into a tiny little vent in the mollusk, tiny amount. Now, obviously, what happens is that the nacre form, or nacre, as you say it as you like. I say nacre, but I know quite a lot. I've been working with a gentleman in Bond Street, massive pearl dealer, and he says, he's very posh, he goes, negra. And I can't say like negra. So I say nacre, right? But you can say however you want. Either way, you spell it N-A-C-R-E, right? And so it's like this, and the nacre or the nacre builds and builds and builds, but it builds standardly in very tranquil water. So that's why when you get very smooth pearls, it's because the water's entered into the mollusk in a very gentle way, and the nacre is built gently, forming layer after layer. But as you can see here, the ripple is literally the rippling of the water entering into the mollusk with probably a little bit more force to then give an ident to the building up of the nacre. Oh, wow. So this is just nature's ripple. It's just the texture. Now, I know there'll be a lot of people go, I prefer the tradition of the smooth. Fine, absolutely. You can get the smooth day in, day out from us. We can give you smooth whenever you like. But if you want a pearl that genuinely says, I'm real, right, a smooth pearl could be easily replicated. A pearl like this is 100% individual. No two pearl will be the same, and of course we know that pearls form individually to the majority. You can sometimes get twin pearls, but very irregularly. So essentially we know that the individuality of each one of these pearls, the beautiful ripple that you're getting on the surface, is naturally forming on these freshwater pearls. And isn't that incredible?
It is incredible. Yeah.
Isn't that? And I love that fact.
Yeah.
I love the fact that we can embrace that these are genuine freshwater pearls. Now they're created in an environment, but the environment is just a pearl farm rather than in open water.
Yeah.
So we know that it's nature giving those ripples. We know that in freshwater environments, that ripple, that texture is designed by nature, not by us.
Fantastic.
That's what makes it so special.
That story is beautiful.
And in reality, that means that your jewellery, the pearl jewellery that you're creating, will be just that, yours. Nobody else will have your pearl jewellery. And actually, I think above anything else, there's a lot of pearl jewellery that looks exactly the same as other pearl jewellery. You can walk past 10 or 20 different pearl shops or jeweller's shops and they'll have very similar looking pearl necklaces.
Yeah.
Whereas this, if you even just created a restranded knotted pearl necklace, it would not look the same as anything else because it can't, because it's got its own personal, you're not taking this under £5. Sorry.
All of that.
All of that. It's almost like Becky's not been listening at all. It's almost like she's... Okay, so now I'm going to ask the question, right? Now I'm going to ask just a very open question. Are you only going to buy one strand? Or, as we're about to go under £5, are you actually in reality just going to maximise on that and buy 2 strands and still be under 10?
Oh.
But I've just been told we've got less than 50 in stock. Okay, this is going to be a sellout. This is going to be a sellout deal. £4.95. Roseanne, Lisa, Surrey, Swansea, Cambridgeshire. Look at that instant reaction. More multi-buys. I've got more people buying 2s than I have buying 1. And rightly so. Rightly so. You've got to be quick to react today. Fiona, Heather, good to have your company. Anne-Marie's joined me in Essex buying 2. Gentlemen buy, congratulations on the web in Cambridgeshire. I've got instant reaction on this. Every single zone has got that incredible individuality, the rippling of beautiful formation, and that's what makes your jewellery have personality. That's what makes your jewellery be different to anyone else's. And all you have to pay is £4.95, and that's for 1 strand. But with this kind of deal, you could buy 2 strands, 3 strands. I mean, you can get as many as you want. You pay 1 postage and packing for the whole day. So with that in mind, if you've bought at any time throughout today, you've already paid your P&P, now you're adding to your order £4.95. That is slightly balmy.
Yeah.
I mean, if I put that up against my neckline, and if you saw this
That
on
looks
somebody else's
amazing.
neckline, would you ever make the assumption that was a £5 necklace?
Wow.
I mean, you can't. I don't. Even if you were in a costume shop, you know, the pretendy stuff.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, the pretendy stuff wouldn't look like this.
Even the kiddies pretendy stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
You pay more than a £5.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's how ludicrous a deal that is. That's why you've got to make the most of the jewellery gemstones that we can offer you. Genuine freshwater pearls that can look this good for less than a £5.
It's amazing.
I don't even want to move on. Like that, right, Vix, move on. I've got people buying 4s now. I mean, literally everyone's going, oh, hang on, and that really is ludicrous.
Yeah.
That really is. But you know what I'm thinking? If you bought 4, I know I've got to move on, but you know, if you bought 4, right, I'd actually do a lariat. I'd go 1, 2, 3. I'd buy a minimum of 3.
Yeah.
I'd buy 4 because then I'd do a lariat with 3, and then I'd make myself a matching pearl bracelet.
Yeah. You could really
Done.
have a sweet full.
For 20 quid. I could buy 4 strands and still be under 20. That's balmy.
Yeah.
Balmy, I
If
tell
anybody
you.
does bridal, quids in.
Aren't they just? Especially if you do stores where you want people to know they're genuine pearls. Those are the pearls, aren't they? I know I've got to move on. Right. Ooh. Yeah. 12 mil. Hang on, are we still under 10?
Ooh.
I even got an eyebrow raise there. Literally, I was like, 12 mil? Leah proper gave me an eye there. She was like, what, 12 mil for under 10? Oh, yeah. Well, I tell you what, we've done some cracking deals for under 5. So I guess we've got to rejoice in the fact that we can go under 10 for this 12 mil 12 mil signature size. I mean, these are bold statement. Let the gemstone do the talking solitaires, essentially, aren't they?
Yeah.
And if I just rotate one round, look at that. Ching.
That's divine,
Isn't it?
And look at the detail on that. That is, again, talking about nature doing its thing. Look at the patterning that you get.
And what's extraordinary is every single one is different.
Yeah.
And that means that you might be inspired to have, you know, perhaps just the more gentle matrix form on some of your pieces, and then a little bit more of the max out detail on the other. Can you see that one to that one?
Yeah.
So different.
Yeah.
And so you could really create dynamism to your designs. The price tag should be, and that's very obvious. I mean, these are 12mm rounds, so
Yeah.
it's pretty obvious that we should be
surprising.
holding at £14.95. That is your price tag in truth. 380 carats of your royal blue Terra Jasper in your plain rounds, and your price tag? Crikey on a bikey. Seriously.
That's good, isn't it?
I mean, that is
12 mils.
serious price reductions. And that's the first time we've ever done anything like that before. Only ever seen at £14.95. The first time, probably the only time, that we'll be able to facilitate an under £10 price tag is right now. Now, if you come back to us with the expectation, even tomorrow, even within the next, 2 or 3 hours, if you come back and say, right, Royal Blue Terra Jasper, I want for under £10 in the 12mm strand, we can't honour this price tag. We only honour our pricing live. We only guarantee a live price tag. This, if you went on our website right now, you're paying £14.95 any other time than live right now at £9.95. This is the only chance I can guarantee under a tenner. And it really is that simple. This is the only time we've ever done an under £10 quantity price tag. Congratulations, loads in web baskets, but of course not to be yours unless you check out at this price tag. It sounds a bit harsh, that, doesn't it? I always think when I say that it sounds a bit harsh, but it's not being harsh. It's just how the system
you don't want to
works.
lose out.
No, and that's how the system works. The system is very clear on these deals. £9.95 is yours. Congratulations. Let's go for Carnelian.
I love these.
That'd go lovely with your top, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and I love the warmth of them.
And the warmth, you're right.
Yeah, and because the first time I identified with Carnelian, I was on a trip to India, and so it always reminds me of traveling through India.
Oh.
And so it's exotic and it's cultural and
Spicy.
spices and the smells and
You know what I'd go with?
Oh, yeah, it's your favourite.
Yeah.
That looks amazing.
I mean, that smoky quartz is going to look amazing. And the thing with smoky quartz is it works as a stunning palette. It's not black, it's not white, but it's warm and it's got a really lovely canvas quality to it. So if you've got that depth in the chocolatey tones of the smoky quartz, that's coming up in the next deal. So these are going to be a bit of a star-buy bargain. If you want the smoky quartz and you want to marry it with that richness and that almost golden, flickering ember colouring of the oranges and the yellows of Carnelian, this is a perfect mix. We'll do the smoky quartz in a second, but if you want the Carnelian, how do you fancy under 10? Woohoo! How do you fancy 3 strands for under 10? That's more like it. £2.95. I mean, this is a blitz of pricing, isn't it? This really is a wonderful Sunday saver. If you've never tuned in on a Sunday evening, this is the reason that you don't want to miss out and always be tuned in, because we really have got big opportunities to offer you, and especially because essentially Sunday is a culmination of what has been an incredible weekend.
Yes, it has.
We do have the freedom, a little bit of a liberty to really push the boundaries even further, to squeeze as low as we can go. £2.95 is all you pay. 245 carats of Carnelian in your 10mm rounds. What a luxury combination it is. Massive congratulations. Look at the warmth that you have there.
Just divine. And even the lighter colours, they look like a cognac-y colour, don't they? So,
I mean, even if you just took a little chunk, just like, a little fizz, like that little 5 strand, look at how each one of them has got different tonal qualities. Really.
Divine.
Like loads of people put in their baskets but haven't checked out, which you need to. Phone buys, stay on the lines, and we'll process your call as fast as we possibly can. I mean, if you've just tuned in the last half an hour, I can't think of one strand that I wouldn't have bought if I wasn't at home. If I was at home right now, I can't think of one strand that I'd gone, no, that's not good enough.
Yeah.
The deals are just thick and fast today,
If you're
aren't
planning ahead and if you know you've got, you know, your school fetes or even for your winter workshops, fairs and what have you.
Yeah.
Buy now because these are amazing for that.
Incredible. You've just given me a really good idea.
Good.
Oh, I've just had a really, you just gave me that and I just went, ding. I need to speak to I've had an idea. I'm going to do something about jewellery making. I'm going to do something jewellery making in the school.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, just had a little light bulb moment there. And as you say, for these kind of prices, you can introduce gemstones to kids. You can introduce them to jewellery making and get them into the hobby. Amazing. Amanda's just got a touch in her hand. She says, I had these arrive yesterday and they are stunning. A very warm colour. They are, and I think what's lovely is that you could really play with that colour palette. You could put golden tones and make it summery. You go a little bit earthy with the smoky quartz and make them a little bit more autumn wintery. You know, wonderful mix that we have here. Kathy says, Hayley, fab workshop today, but I've left my Dremel in the conservatory Friday. Oh no, she's come up. She says she'll collect it on Friday.
Okay.
So that's good.
All right,
we'll have to leave it somewhere and leave a message somewhere. So we'll sort that one out, sort that out. Tell me, what was your workshop today?
We did silver soldering. So, Kathy was one of them. She's an amazing, she did so well. And they all did brilliantly. Quite accomplished designs, soldered pieces together, laid up some soldering pieces as well. So, I mean, today, busy day.
But successful.
Very.
So if you do want to do a workshop, whether it be getting involved in silver, whether it be working with metals, or whether you want to do anything like pearls, we've got pearl workshops, we've got design workshops, we've got all sorts going on here at JewelleryMaker. So if you want to know more about that, you can go to our website, JewelleryMaker.com, where you can just type in workshops and it'll come up with a list of all of the good workshops that we have coming your way, all that you have to look forward to. Many of them are held here in our studio, so you can get to come and have a walk around and things like that. But the good news is actually we do have some mobile ones as well, so other places that are happening in our workshop. So if you want to know anything about that, do either speak to the call centre, they'll be able to walk you through that, or alternatively go to JewelleryMaker.com. Right, it's time, and I'm putting those together because I think they belong together. Smoky quartz time. We're going to go back to back to back. We're going to do storming deals, see it, want it. We've got all the sizes, all of the combinations, and we're going to do each one guaranteed under £10. Well, these we're starting with 10 mil. So clean, so crisp. I mean, that is serious clarity.
Beautiful. Yeah, really clear.
I mean, it's as it's as clean as it can be. There is nothing, I don't know how close we can get, but it doesn't matter how close you do get. It will not be anything other than absolute, pure, crisp clarity. Ultimate impact size for then delivering such clear stones. This is a pure wow factor. 240 carats of smoky quartz that we're bringing you here. A 38 centimetre strand. It's one of those gemstones that has so much facility to be used. Sounds silly really, because all gemstones are there to be used, but I think smoky quartz can be used in so many different guises, so many different ways. It can be a gemstone as a canvas, it can be a gemstone as a focus, it could be a gemstone that can be on its own, it can be a gemstone that can be stacked, it can be layered. It's got potential, and that's the thing that you want especially from a stash of gemstones that you have when you're jewellery making. If you don't have a plan and you don't know what to make,
that's quite a good idea actually.
it's one of those gemstones that I can guarantee it'll be something that you can hold and rely on. It's got that luxury about it, and in its clearest form, absolutely magnificent. 10 mil rounds that you have here. Now what's stunning about this strand is that because they're 10 mil rounds, you don't have to use the whole strand in one piece of jewellery.
No, a little goes a long way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when you think about the price point that we're about to do, under £10 is a phenomenal add it to your order opportunity if you've already bought from us, or alternatively if you're buying from us for the very first time, then this is a great way to just get started. We're with you live through till 10 o'clock. You can actually add to your order through till midnight tonight and just keep making the most of these insanely incredible opportunities. Genuine gemstones. Now if you want a certificate of authenticity with anything that you buy from us, then no problem, it's just an extra 25 pence as an additional fee. But for now we're talking just £9.95. Open, clear and crisp clarity stones. So those are your 10 mil. And I'm going to keep on stacking these alongside so that you can now see the 8 mil. Now 10 to 8, it's a good time, but 10 to 8 is an amazing combination.
It is a good combination. And if you just brought in some gold findings and you did a multi-row necklace of them graduating down.
Oh, yes.
I mean, what a luxury piece of jewellery that would be.
And it really would be a signature piece, wouldn't it? It really would be. And you could almost imagine you could use the 8 mil as your main feature and then use the 10 mil as those moments, just those striking impact pieces.
Yeah.
You know, we often call them in the jewellery industry station designs, where you have moments of that stop and make you stare, and then you carry on along the line and then stop and you stare. So either you call, well, they're called station necklaces in Italy, which is kind of where I'm coming from at the moment with my designs. But the Italian style at the moment is all about moments.
Right.
Instead of it being just one, it's about capturing moments in a piece of jewellery. And you could do that here. And it doesn't have to be moments that suddenly become really contrasting colour or really contrasting inside. It could just be moments that just make you pause, catch your eye. And you could imagine doing that with arrangements of 10s and 8 mils. 8 mil rounds of your smoky quartz. Oh, yes, yes, yes. That means you're getting both strands for under £20. As an add it to your order, you can get both of those together. Luxury all the way. And you could really, as you're right saying, with some gorgeous golden findings.
Or even a toggle clasp. All you need is a toggle clasp, and that would be your feature. And that would really make the whole piece stand out. But yeah, complements that kind of transparent bead as well.
And you know, the things like adding in your kit
well spotted
with the tubes, you know, just adding in some of those. I mean,
what a fabulous combination.
That's it.
Yeah.
Your job's been done.
Yeah.
And I think that's the nice thing about us is that if you don't know how to put gemstones together or colours together, what's amazing is that we're here to almost give you that provision, to almost give you that stepping stone that goes, well, if you don't know where to start, this is a good idea. And then you start to find your building of creativity and colourways slowly but surely. But you can imagine that. I mean, the kit today, under £20 for the kit, don't forget, includes these wonderful featured tubes. So if you got the kit and then you get maybe a couple of these strands, you're good to go. I mean, you really are good to go. Next strand that I have for you, we're bringing in the 6 mil rounds. Let's just put those together. Well, the thing is that obviously we've brought the whole of the deal of the day in a 6 mil. No smoky quartz, may I say. But let me show you.
Oh, I love this deal of the day.
Look at that.
Well done for not letting any of those
drop. That was good, wasn't it? No, that was proper pull.
Yeah, that was really good.
I think I should get some kind of like gold star or something, you know. But if we do that, here's the deal of the day. Look at all of those gorgeous colourways. And then add in your smoky quartz.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just going to blend beautifully, isn't it?
Perfect.
But can you see, if I take this, and I'm going to say it's a perfect gemstone to build upon. So if I just take this and I put it with that, looks amazing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So that would be gorgeous. But then I might actually go, actually I want a little bit more of a maybe a more complex in combination. Look at that, how the aventurine goes. And then actually part of me goes, well, we did Carnelian earlier on. We know how well Carnelian goes. Yeah. So smoky quartz is the gemstone that you can guarantee whatever gem you've got, it's going to blend, it's going to work. The 6mm rounds from the deal of the day, working with this smoky quartz in the 6mm rounds. Perfect. You might even want to go real contrast and go with the brown and the white, just to get that real. Yeah. I mean, textures are different, the colours are obviously very different. You could play those together. You could do some kind of nice torsade necklace, you know, give a little bit of a twist to that design. I mean, look amazing, wouldn't it? Yeah. Absolutely exquisite quality. This is your smoky quartz in your 6mm rounds. Going to go very nicely with the deal of the day. You can add the deal of the day to your order at any point throughout the day. We, of course, gave you a massive deal for that bundle of 17 strands. The deal of the day. Have we got the info on the deal of the day? We can put that at the bottom of the screen. I don't know whether we can do that. We'll try and do that. But here you have. Here you have that features 6mm rounds of your smoky quartz, blending beautifully with that mega bundle. And now we bring you the 4mm rounds as well. Now look at those. Oh yeah.
I would definitely buy every single size.
Because the interesting part about it is that they all do a different job.
Yeah, they do, but they also all work really well together.
Totally. And I mean, if you did that...
Yeah, and that's exactly what I would do.
Well, if you look at some of the designs, say for example, I don't know whether Leah can get it, but you see the necklaces here where you have the graduation of the beads, because these are classic rounds. Yeah. You could do something like that.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Amazing. Yeah.
Great. Give yourself a bib style. I mean, it's easy. It's easy beating that design, but then working with this kind of texture, it's going to be so successful, isn't it?
It's going to look amazing,
isn't it? Yeah. Could you imagine? I mean, you could wear the most simple of necklines. I mean, just a simple open shirt, white collar.
That neckline that you've got on,
like a straight off, and then just have something like a little, almost quite choker-esque, and then cascading, like just dropping down. Amazing, wouldn't it? Yeah. I mean, so much to be done with this kind of combination. If you've bought maybe two of the strands of sizes and you're now and ahhing, the good news is that you do have a 30-day money-back guarantee. 30 days that says if it's not right, you know, if you buy all 4 strands and actually you only want 3 of the 4, send one of them back. You know, no questions asked. If you get all 4 back and you all 4 strands and you want to actually, I don't know, 1 of the strands, then 3 but can come back. Doesn't matter. No. All you know is that you have a open returns policy for 30 days. Whatever's not right, you send back. Now, our returns are actually very small. For a business as big as ours, our returns rate is tiny, and there's a reason for that, because we do great quality and we do amazing pricing. And so if you are a price researcher, if you're somebody who likes to use your 30 days to see what else there's out there, make sure you're doing like for like quality. That's the only thing I'll say, because these days you can go online and you can do all sorts of research that then sends your head spinning, going, oh, there's other places that do better. And I've spoken to a number of people. There's a lovely lady who has an amazing jewellery shop in the Isles of Scilly. I go to the Isles of Scilly, so I actually go to Tresco, but we go and visit St Mary's, and this lady's got a beautiful shop just in one of the beautiful beach coves, and we were talking about it, and she said the thing is that I buy from other places, but I can't guarantee when it's going to come, and I certainly can't guarantee the quality. So if I buy online, I know I'm taking a risk. Yeah. But if I buy from JewelleryMaker, I've got a guarantee when it's going to come, and the quality is going to be guaranteed. And so I think that's kind of quite a good testament.
And that's the Isle of Scilly as well.
Exactly. It's not exactly easy to get to, that's for sure. But you see what I mean? Yeah. There is that principle of, there are other places. There's no point pretending. Smoky quartz is not going to be one of those gemstones you can't get elsewhere. No. Chrysocolla, well, that's a totally different story. You know, you're not going to get that gemstone very often anywhere else, really. But, you know, smoky quartz, you might get it elsewhere. Is it the quality? Is it the price? And are you guaranteed what they say that they're offering you is actually what you end up getting? So guaranteed from us, guaranteed. We do independent lab tests as well, for those of you who are wondering. Everything that we have in stock, we do with our gemstones an independent lab test. So what we say it is what you know it is. Right, let's go straight to... Oh! Crikey on a bikey, they're good colour.
They are gorgeous. I've been spotting those. Yes, look at that.
Beautiful with your orange.
Oh. Nice and vibrant.
Now I'm going to guess they're Zambian.
That's what I would have thought.
They're from Brazil.
Oh, wow.
No.
Wow.
Really? Okay, I need to have a bit of a close-up on this. Hang on, I'm just gonna, Leah, let me just, can we just cut away? I'm just gonna move my hand because I want to get, I want to just get Leah to show me some. Okay, so on first inspection, the first thing that your eye's gonna catch is the colour, right?
Yeah.
So you think it's Zambia?
Yeah.
Why do you think it's Zambia? Because actually Zambia has one of the most pertinent, vibrant colours of amethyst in the world. I mean, alongside Morocco, those two locations nail it. However, and there is a however, on closer inspection, and Leah's going to show you on camera too now, if I hold this up, now I don't know whether I've got a torch. Hang on a minute, let me see, I'll just see if I can get my torch on my phone. Let me just do this, and I'm going to show you something. Oh, gosh. Hang on. Let me do this so that you can see. I'm not very good with my phone, sorry. It takes me a while. Let me cover up the ident. Right. Look at the clarity. Hang on. Oh, which one am I moving? There. Look at how clear that is. Can you see that? Look at how clean it is. You're going to get texture because this is amethyst, it's quartz. But look at how clean it is.
Yeah.
Right?
Transparent, clean.
Now, if this was Zambian, the reality is this would be almost, you wouldn't see the light moving through at all.
It's milkier, isn't it?
Yes. And there's a reason for that. That's because in Brazil, these gemstones are formed in geodes.
Oh, yes.
So because they're formed in geodes, essentially, the best way to describe it is they're formed in a vacuum. Because what a geode is a tree trunk.
Ah.
So the geode is a tree trunk and the crystal forms inside the trunk. And because it's inside the trunk, the pressure and the heat of the external environment is taken via the tree trunk and then into the crystal. So this peaceful environment inside of the Brazilian gemstone is because essentially the tree trunk is taking the most pressure.
Oh, wow.
Zambia, it's straight to it. It gets the pressure, so it gets great heat, it gets great pressure, so great colour, but it gets texture because it's so fast and it's so intense.
Okay.
Brazil, it gets the heat, it gets the pressure, but it's much more protected because it's inside the tree trunk in the geode, so you get clarity.
Right.
And that's why you needed the close-up, because you've got the colour of Zambia, but you've got the clarity of Brazil. That's an almighty mix.
Yeah.
That is an absolutely almighty mix of quality. This is going to be as good as you're going to get from Brazil. This is going to be as good as you're going to expect us to be able to provide. Great size, beautiful shape that you have there, that more natural shape rather than just doing a traditional round. Nice to get the natural shape, but gosh, that colour is stunning.
Yeah, really stunning.
£8.95, almighty low price tag. Now the size of these are 6x9 all the way to 8x12. Huge opportunity for £8.95. I'll quickly run the camera back through there just so you can see that clarity. Look at how clean that is for just £8.95. World class quality. Absolutely
stunning.
Serious deal there. That is world quality of amethyst. Textbook, but not just textbook in the Brazilian clarity, but actually textbook in Zambian colour.
Yeah.
That's what makes it so special.
Yeah.
Amazing. Really,
For
really
£8.95.
For £8.95. Exactly.
Amazing.
That's the difference, isn't it? For £8.95. Okay, we've got another star buy. Let me quickly turn that off. We have got for you another feature opportunity, and that offer is one of the most unique patterns for a gemstone. It's crazy lace. Under 10. Under 10. Oh my life.
Yeah.
Are you joking? Now, all I'm going to say is the phone lines are currently closed. We're going to take a moment to peruse. We're going to take a moment to just stop, stare, and notice that the under 10, as I shine its halo, right, this is still there. So what you're about to see, that is applicable. We're guaranteeing under £10. I want to take a pause. I don't want to pull the graphics in yet. I want everybody to have a moment within this. I can't believe they have been sat here the whole of the hour. I genuinely thought that these were coming, right, there is an amazing strand coming up later. I honestly thought these were going to be £20+.
Wow.
I honestly thought that these were going to be £20+.
I'm not surprised because of the size of them and the rarity of them as well.
Oh
so,
my gosh! Okay, the graphics are on. I mean, literally, Becky, she's just not listening to us today. I said, let's not show the graphics. Let's give everybody a chance to see these beautiful. No. She just pulls them straight in. Literally, point blank, just ignores me. You got there. It's fine. 270 carats of your blue crazy lace agate barrels. She's so excited. She says she just wants to give you the best deals possible. 10 by 15 mil that we have for you. What a stunning strand this is. Honestly, what is all this about? We're about to offer you an almighty quality of colour. I mean, it's clouds, it's skies, it's oceans. You've got breadth and depth of quality, strikingly unique, and all in this incredible strand. Guess what? Under £10 mega deal. Huge look. I mean, I'd have been happy if these were double that price tag. I still would have said this was a star buy. Double that price tag. First buy straight in. Guess how many they've purchased? First buyer in, 3. Straight away.
Yeah, you know what you're doing.
You know what you're getting. You know what you want. And if you think about it, under £30 for that signature quality. I've got buyers: Leslie, congratulations, Devon, Bedfordshire, Norfolk, Cheshire, Cambridgeshire, Tyne-and-Wear, Flintshire, Pembrokeshire. Instant reaction that we have for £9.95, and it's the size of these.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when you've got one, just one like that, on a nice maybe satin cord, something simple, well, it's wire work weekend, so perhaps you're creating something simple with a nice wire detail, a talk style necklace. You could do that with one of these and get that status of jewellery.
Just one with a little bit of a tassel underneath on a chain.
So it doesn't even have to be landscape, it could be much more of a portrait look, couldn't it? And actually there you could almost make it into a rotation, so it does have that spin to it, so you can rotate it around and see the pattern and the print through the whole of the bead. I mean, a drop pair of earrings.
Yes.
You know, just simple head pin onto a shepherd hook. You've got that movement, and that movement offers that pattern and print. And each one, look at it. I mean, look, one's deeper, one's brighter, one's matrix worthy, one's much more sky worthy. Every single one has got its quality.
Porcelain, isn't it?
Yes, it does have that patterning to it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26 of these incredible barrels. 26 divided by 9.95. 26 into 9.95. 33 would be if it was 30 of them. So if it's £3, is it going to be some like £2? I'm going to say £2.60 is my guess. Is that right? 2.20. No. £2.
You do it by 10.
So there's 20. Did I say there's 26?
Yeah, you did.
I'm getting myself mixed up now. There's 26, and I'm dividing it by £9.95. So I was at 33 if it was 10. So that's it. It's got to be less than. It's got to be less than 40p each.
Yeah.
What is there? What can you do the maths? 38 pence. That's more sense. That's it.
I was going to say £2 something not a good
No.
You had a whole strand.
That's it, exactly. Wow.
Yeah, that's amazing, actually. Yeah.
I mean, if you think about what we've just said, a pair of earrings costing you less than 80p.
Yes.
Less than 80 pence for the earrings, for that signature earrings. Absolutely
and
incredible
for a sizable gemstone as well, isn't it?
Well, yes, and I think, the nice thing is that it's the right size to be a beautiful bracelet.
Yeah.
And yet, it's also the right size for it to be a noteworthy solitaire.
Yeah.
And that's a really quite impressive combination, isn't it? For it to hold its own on its own,
both.
and then for it to be a stacker bracelet that really has quite a striking quality. All of this, look, for just £9.95. I mean, you could make 2 stretchies and 2 pairs of earrings and still be under £10. A huge opportunity. Now, we are going straight into the big Simon Selection clearance offer. Now, we have to remind you that this is one of our big deals of the evening. If you missed out mid-show last week, I was joined by Simon Hughes, head of merchandise. He organises all of the pricing, he organises all of the deals that come your way, and so essentially he came on air and he gave us to the penny pricing on selected items, where he said, look, I'm going to take you to rock bottom. I'm going to take you to what is essentially the peripherals, the final low base price that we can take you to. And it was to the penny pricing. Now, everything wiped out. I mean, quite simply, if we could have doubled the quantities and we still would have sold out. So because it was such a huge event, I just caught Simon the other day and just said, do you think you could give us another deal for the weekend? So this is the one. He gave me one deal. This is one Simon Selection offer, but it's a storming deal. I mean, you're making a cracking saving. We're going to the penny as low as we can go. Simon Selection in a clearance. It's Chrysocolla going to the penny, and we've got our brand new kit going under 20.
JewelleryMaker have an extensive range of DVDs for all abilities. Each of our mediums has an introductory DVD to help you get started. If you're already an experienced jewellery maker, we have a collection of projects and more advanced DVDs to take your designs to the next level. We are always filming new DVDs with our specialist guest designers, so visit our website for more information. Did you know that if you go to JewelleryMaker.com and sign up to our mailing list, then you'll receive 10% off your first order with us. We'll also keep you updated with special offers, theme shows, program guides and Jewellery Maker tutorials. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to book towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Wake up and tune into Jewellery Maker every morning at 8 a.m. for our early bird special. We have some great offers, amazing deals and great prices to bring to you. So that's 8 a.m. every morning, and you know what they say, the early bird catches the worm.
Our brand new Get Started with Jewellery Maker page has been created to provide help and guidance for jewellery making newbies. If you need design suggestions, hints and tips, or help with perfecting your jewellery designs, we're here to help. Head over to facebook.com/getstartedwithjm, where our talented in-house designers are happy to answer your jewellery making questions, offer inspiration and get you started in your jewellery making journey. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
If you have a question or a query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2, or alternatively you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Are you new to Jewellery Maker? For a limited time, we're offering new customers a wonderful free gift. The free gift includes 2 beautiful genuine gemstone strands in an organza bag. As long as you qualify as a new customer and haven't shopped with us before, then your free gift will be automatically added to your order when you make your first purchase. It's really that simple. Gemstone strands are selected at random, so gemstone size, colour and type will vary for each new customer. Why stop there? Once you receive your gemstones, we'd love to see what you create. Share your designs with us via our Facebook page and join our creative community of jewellery makers. Start your jewellery making journey with us today. Create, wear, share.
The Jewellery Maker phone is free from a UK landline, so call us today to place your order.
Okay, so this next deal is quite categorically not our deal. Right? This is not our deal to offer you. This is it's a simple concept. It's a deal that we can't oblige at any other point unless we have a special authority, and that authority is via Simon. Simon is our merchandiser. He's see, head of merchandise doesn't really kind of crown his title, and I can't remember his full retail title, but either way, he distributes all of the goodies, and he essentially dictates price point. That's it.
Yeah, that's the sum of it. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So Marie and our buying team, they go out and they get the best deals they can. They source the gemstones. They then come into the vaults, and Simon then divvies them out and decides, you know, how we're going to play with them. So that's Simon's job. Now, Simon is one of those people, and he's just a fantastic person to have around because he's so straight. He knows exactly what we should be doing, and he keeps you to
he's
the
a maths man.
Isn't he?
So he knows the business.
And actually, if you watched the other day when we were presenting, I'm the exact opposite.
Me too.
I'm not that way inclined whatsoever, and so it takes a long time for me to process anything like that. So mine's based on instinct, and mine's just based on I've worked here for a really long time, so I instinctively know what price point I'm expecting, rather than crunching the numbers and working it that way. But the deals, whether you work on instinct or whether you work on numbers, the deals that he did were just point blank ludicrously low, to the point where, I mean, we almost melted the phone lines. We did give the call centre heads up, and they just said that for pretty much an hour straight, they didn't stop to breathe. They didn't stop at all. It was manic. And that's because the deals are essentially, what he's done is he's selected specific quantity. Now, these are not last of stock in terms of, your odd 10s or 20s. These are significant quantity pieces, strands that have a desirability in their own right, but actually that he feels that he can almost put his mark on with his pricing. Now, we can't do this day in, day out, because if we did it day in, day out, we'd probably be out of business. But we can do it on select items, and essentially we just did an hour together. As I said, it was last week. I can't remember what day it was because all the days have just blended into one recently. But either way, and I just grabbed him the other day and just said, is there any chance of giving us, I'm on this weekend, can I take one of your deals? And can we do something special on Sunday evening? And this is it. Now, it's one deal. It's not like I'm going to sit here pretty and say I'm going to be able to do this for the next hour or whatever. That's not happening, right? We can't secure this deal at all without Simon's authority. One strand only he's given me. But the strand he's given is one of those gem strands. And I literally, and if you watched that midweek show, right, I stood there and just went, but these are not clearance items. Like, the strands that he's chosen are not the strands where you think, oh yeah, these need to go low. I mean, that's a strand, that's a gemstone that we do. Like, it was black opal.
Okay.
And we were doing stupid prices on black opal.
Yeah.
We were doing turquoise.
Okay.
I mean,
so really elaborate.
Gemstones that don't need any kind of tweaking with the price. So it is a very specific event, this one. So you can't call it clearance because it's not a clearance. You can't call it a sale because it's not a sale. It's just a one-off deal. That's it. There's nothing more to put it. You genuinely will not see this at any other time. And Simon has been very clear with his selections. He will honour the price on the live deal now, and then you won't see the price again. It was point blank, and I mean, he was very clear. It was very this is how it is. Like you say, very mathematical about it. This is how it is. I'll honour this price in this moment. Then you will never see this price tag again. I like that.
Yeah.
I like know where I stand. I'm a bit of a black and white kind of a girl. That's where I stand and I'm happy. So that's where you stand. The deal that Becky and I have got to put to air right now, it is outlandish, but it is 100% a one-off deal via management. That is, of course, Simon's pricing strategy. The pricing strategy is essentially based on as low to the penny as we can offer.
Amazing.
It's a good one. It is a seriously incredible gemstone. So, as I say, last time we had black opal, we had like turquoise, and my head was thinking, oh, it was Mexican fire opal, I think there was as well. It's amazing gemstones. They just didn't need tweaking. This next gemstone, definitely 100% does not need tweaking. What about Chrysocolla? What about luxury coins of Chrysocolla? This is a management selected one-off deal. I'm going to keep saying this, one-off deal. The price tag that you should anticipate paying on this outstanding look of distinguished Chrysocolla graduated plain coins. They range from 10 to 16 mil. Watch out for the price you should be paying. 12.
Okay.
12 into 32, 12, 24. So you're looking at less than £3 each.
Yeah.
Less than £3 each. So £2.75 for each one of them. This is when it's about to get really, really, really silly. Because if I tell you that our computer won't let us go straight to Simon's price.
Okay.
Computer says no. Computer wants to take us to the price which is our all-time low. So we should be at $32.95. The only price that you would see outside of a Simon selection deal, the only price that you would get is $24.95. How many did I say was on the strand? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12, so we're looking at £2, just over £2 each, right?
Yep.
Okay. We're at £2.08. Woohoo! Oh, you're gonna love us. You are going to love us when I tell you now we are about to take you to a one-off to the penny as low as we can go price tag. We genuinely have one exclusive. Right, I'm going to give you a moment now and I'm literally going to give you a pause. Everybody pause. I'm going to pull in a minute clock and I'm just going to pull it in now. I'm going to pull in a minute clock so that you've got a minute to just get ready. I'm going to give you a time to make sure you're picking up the phone to guarantee that you don't miss out. Exclusive. And I will say this, Simon said categorically you genuinely will not want to miss out. Have you got a minute?
Yeah.
Now, from now, the price tag that you are going to see in this next just shy of a minute's time is an exclusive. It will never be honoured again, Simon has said. It is exclusive offer. You've got here the distinction of this one, and I mean, it's such a collectible, iconic gemstone. It's such a unique caliber. Now I've already got 24 people who've put in their baskets who haven't checked out. I've already got phone buys, darling. I've got web buys already confirmed because you already know that $24.95, right? $24.95 is a cracking price tag, but it's nowhere near. And I mean genuinely, I'm not even talking by a pound or two. Nowhere near the price that you're actually going to see. This is a one-off exclusive. 15 seconds to get dialing. That is a free phone number that you're dialing at the bottom of the screen. You can join us at JewelleryMaker.com. Tap the app. Oh, I love a deal. I love a deal. I genuinely do. You know what I'm like? I love a bargain. I'm a proper
I'm at the horse race.
Come on. I love a bargain. $24.95. Simon selection price. to
Wow,
the
penny.
I mean, that is it.
Wow.
He has said categorically he'll never do the price again, and that is as low. That works out at over £15 back in your pocket. That is a huge opportunity. We counted on this strand that you were getting 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 luxury coins. That's 12 for 17. That works out at less than £1.50 each now.
Wow.
That is how seriously low we've gone. And outlandishly one-off price. You've got to appreciate though, and this is absolute flat out fact price. We are doing this once and once only. This is an exclusive price promise that Simon gave us, and he has said this is your chance, this is your opportunity. He hasn't given me any others than tonight on this deal, right? And this was literally me just catching him and going, look, it was a stonking afternoon that we had, right? And he did some amazing deals. You've got to have more up your sleeve. Come on, give us one chance this weekend. Give us one opportunity. This is your opportunity, but it is one of one chance. It is the now or never. And I'm not normally one of those people who sits on that boundary, because I am very open with the fact that there could always be another chance, right? If we don't sell out, we could, we might. It's not happening, and that's because we've had such categoric one-off deals given by him. An extraordinary deal. What's that? Just a bit bonkers.
Quite right,
but
Louisa.
thank you.
Yes.
Exactly, Louisa. I couldn't have said it better myself. It is absolutely balmy. When you start to put into the principle, we were happy with £3 per store.
Yes.
We've now halved that price.
Amazing.
I mean, we've literally sliced that price straight down the middle.
Yeah.
We were happy with £3. Now we go, I tell you what, that same stone, that same rarity, that same quality of a featured genuine gemstone, all the way from the Congo, we bring you Chrysocolla in these exquisite coins, and yet instead of them being £3 each, they're £1.50 each. Tremendous deal. Now, phone buys are just starting to be answered. It's a free phone number that you're dialing. Your call will be answered as fast as we possibly can. Everybody's call is important to us. If you hang up now, you miss out. You keep a phone in your hand and your call will be answered. It's a wonderful team who will answer your call, but it is, of course, really busy. That price point has made it busy.
Yeah.
Web buys, I've got over 30 people who still haven't checked out their baskets on the web. 34 to be precise. If you're one of those 34, Bedfordshire, Tyne and Wear, Yorkshire, Bridgend, Devon, Berkshire, Midlands, Perthington, Ross, Kent, West Yorkshire, Nottinghamshire, Greater London, Cheshire, Northamptonshire, West Yorkshire. If you haven't checked out, there's every chance that you lose out. And I mean, this is as simple as it gets. We've got a great quantity. We've got multiple buyers. I mean, the likes of collectors in Gloucestershire have multi-purchased, Natalie in East Riding of Yorkshire, Nottinghamshire, that's Linda who's multi-purchased. I've got Francis in the West Midlands multi-buying. Loads and loads of multi-buys on this event. But that's because essentially we've pretty much half the price, really, haven't we, if I think about it?
Absolutely.
And if we've pretty much half the price, you may as well get 2 strands for the price of one in that concept.
Yeah.
And amazing. Now, if you're just tuning in and you've only just caught the tail end of what we've got going on here, I do need to clarify, this is an exclusive one-off. This is not a traditional price point. We know, I mean, it's to the penny as low as we can go, but it's to the penny for a reason, and it's to the penny because this is actually our head of merchandise, Simon's, his deal for you. Simon has I guess what we would classify as a mathematical way of approaching pricing on these one-off deals. He takes quantity into thought, and then he takes price point, and he takes us literally rock bottom to the penny price point. Once it's gone, no honouring. Now, that is the only thing that he'll say. This, even if we sell, and I think there was 150, if we sell 149 and there's one left, the one that's left will not be guaranteed at £17.03. It's not happening. He said that, not me. That's his strategy. These are one-off live show deals. And I guess in some ways, that's the reason that you also have a 30-day money-back guarantee. 30 days that gives you the freedom to know that you have got time to make your decision. But in this live, and I know sometimes it gets a little bit frenetic, doesn't it? Go, oh. But actually, what's nice about the 30 days, it gives you peace. It gives you time to make your decision. But this moment, You don't have that liberty, because with the principle of this type of strand, if you don't buy it now, then we don't give you the price tag again. We won't honour that £17 3p again. Huge deal there. Buyers buying 4s, 2s, 3s, lots and lots of web buys still to check out. Phone buys down those lines, and your call will be answered as fast as we can. It's a free phone number that you're dialing. So if you find yourself holding on the lines, then the good news is that we'll process your call as fast as we can, and everybody's call is important too, so you'll get through to a spectacular team. An amazing deal there. And I will just remind you, we'll hold that price for the next 45 minutes, so every so often we might just drop in a reminder, because obviously once the deal's gone, it's gone.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed you've got that, and fingers crossed if you know somebody who's not watching but you think they'd like that, pass on the message. It's here for this hour, it's available for this hour, and I will try and pick it up a couple of times depending on what stock we have left. Right, straight on to our under £20. Now, the first thing we talked about at the top of 6 o'clock was an under £20 deal on this kit.
Yeah.
We didn't hold back. We weren't shy in the fact. We were just straight there. Under £20 kits do not come along very often.
Very, very rarely. I don't know if I've had more than 3 in my time.
Yeah, and I think the point is that's because putting together a whole host of ingredients like we do, quality ingredients, and then capping it under 20 is actually a huge challenge.
Yeah.
You know, we're asking our kit team a lot to be able to kind of secure
and
this.
Simon to tweak his numbers.
Tweak his numbers in a little maths calculator and all that. But this is a triumph of an under £20 combination. You're going to get here the luxury of your feature brass curb chain, and it's a great chunky, it's almost a Belcher style,
really
isn't it?
good one. It's a flattened curb as well, so it's got a real glisten and shine to it.
Great link.
The links are together, tightly compacted together, so it looks really sleek.
Yeah,
and it's a long length in that actually as well. 70.
It really is. You've got significant quality here. So the actual chain itself, you have a metre. Yeah, a full metre of the chain. Now on top of that, the 70 metres is of the wire. Now that combination is 50 metres of your 0.4 mil in your gold round coloured wire, that is your gold, and then, I love this colourway, 10 metres of your 0.4 in your antique bronze, and a further 10 metres of your 0.4 in your rose coloured copper wire. So in total, you've got 70 metres of mixed colours of your 0.4 mil wire. I mean, even if you're just going for wire for stash, that is an absolute go-to. The 0.4 we all know is probably heralded as the ultimate weaving thickness, and because it's 0.4 and because it's all those different colours, you know that you've got jewellery good to go.
Absolutely.
I mean, instant in a heartbeat. You can think, I can think of probably a dozen pieces of jewellery I can make with just the 0.4 on its own. So it's of all the wires, it's the one that you know you can rely on to max out on. So that is 70 metres of wire, and with it being a wire day, don't forget the boundaries on our pricing are pretty special, because we are absolutely rejoicing in that technique and that medium. And to top it off, and if I just bring these in together so you can see how well they work, with the chain, with the wire, you're also going to get 2 lots of your picture Jasper. Those 2 lots are your cubes and your tubes. Cubes and tubes. And when you want cubes and tubes, we're the place to be. We bring you the luxury of your cubes, which are your feature 4 mils, and then you have your tubes, which are also in that 4 by 13 mil. So really complementary sizes. Cubes and tubes, we've got them working together. I love the texture when you see that closer.
Yes.
I like the pattern and the print. I like some are darker, some are bronzier, some have got more beige, some are more chocolatey, some are caramelly. Yeah. But the nice palette about Picture Jasper is that they're all really picturesque. They've got all lovely qualities of artistry about them. And so when you've got all of this together for under £20, you know that this is an absolutely incredible. Yeah.
We're hearing things.
Yeah.
It's one of those.
It is one of those days where, quite simply, we've had a great day so far, and we just on the Late Show think, well, do you know what? Pick up the baton.
Yeah.
We're not going to be outdone. So the price you should be paying on this kit, You've got 70 metres of wire. You've got the luxury of 2 beautiful designs of your picture Jasper cubes and tubes, and on top of that you've got a metre of wire, a metre of chain. All of this look could be $19.95, should be $19.95. Oh no. When I said under 20, what about $14.95 forever? I mean, the 70 metres of wire.
Yeah.
Think about how many pieces of
That
jewellery
would
you're
last you
going
some
to...
time, wouldn't it?
Exactly. A stunning collaboration. And because you do have the tubes and the cubes, you have different shapings, you've got different forms,
different looks.
Yeah, totally diverse combination. I mean, I love the neckline part that you've done there in almost like the rosary link. And I like the fact you get each one of those cubes and you just separate them, give them a little bit of space, and they become icons, moments, don't they?
Yeah.
Like that, you know, like the Italian design, stations, moments to stop and pause upon. And that's what you've got here. Absolutely amazing quality. Look at that for $14.95. If you want to join us, this is your chance to do so. An almighty look. This is your Sandy Shores under 20 with change. Now the thing is that that's under 20, but that would be if you've perhaps not bought from us today and this is your first purchase of the day. Then you're adding on obviously your postage and packaging, £3.95 for the rest of the day. That takes you through to midnight, so plenty more times to add to your order. So even for under £20, you'd still be paying your postage and packaging to take you through to midnight to add. Or if you've already bought from us today, it's $14.95 just to add on top of everything else that you're already getting in your parcel. A real treat, a real chance. Congratulations if you got that. That's an absolute belter of a combination. What are you going to show us?
I'm going to show you. There's the woven detailed necklace, which is, you know, if you're into seed beading, you can kind of do that kind of pattern when you're seed beading. But if you're fairly new to doing patterned beading, these size beads are actually quite perfect to do a woven pattern. Yeah, that kind of intricate weave. It's actually not difficult at all, but yet you get a statement piece of jewellery out of it.
Amazing.
And so if you're finding that some seed beading, you think, oh, it's not for me, it's going to take too long because it's quite small. Try it with this size bead and then go and try with the seed
Especially when you've got the wire.
Because you've got the 0.4 wire, exactly. And actually, they both lend themselves. The techniques are similar.
Yes. Okay.
So that's why when I got these shaped beads, I thought, oh yeah, I love these because I prefer bigger, bolder, fashiony type jewellery, and so this allowed me to do. You know, we've taken on such amazing beads lately from different companies. It's allowed me to do that, but in my way,
more striking.
in a fashiony way.
Okay.
So, all right.
Now then, if I move, we're going to have to move a little bit so we've got ourselves under the right camera.
Right, just checking that I'm underneath. Okay, so what I've done is I've taken, you can pick any colour combination of wire. I mean, we've got 3 gorgeous colour tones in there. I've gone for the rose gold and the bronze, and I've cut a fairly generous amount, I'd say, of each. It's probably around about a metre of each. But I'm just winging that, to be honest. And I've got 2 lengths. I'm going to make them even, but to be honest, they're going to change in length as we go. And first of all, I'm going to thread on a square cube onto one side, but onto both of the strands. So that's going to fall down to the middle.
And the drill hole on all of these are so complementary to threads and cords and wires, aren't they?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'm actually going to do some doubling over in the weaving, so you'll see how it really does work. So there you go. So 1 square cube all the way down into the middle. And this is where you start to have a bit of fun because we're splitting the wire. And what's quite good about having the 2 tones of wire is sometimes when you're using the same colour thread or cord, you get a bit confused about which one's going in which direction and where you should put tension and where you shouldn't. And this kind of gives you clues. So it's quite useful as well for that reason. So thread on a tube onto each one. Okay. What I try and do with the colour tones is I try and randomly select a dark and then a light and then a dark and then a light. But to be honest, I've got that on the wrong one. You can just pick it up because the beads themselves, the stone itself is actually quite random, so you can rely on the stone to provide the randomness for you. Now I'll work on one side to begin with, and then I'll do the other. So I've got two, and this is all about triangles, this necklace. So starting on the third bead, and then when you get that down to the bead before, fold it down so you get a triangular shape. Yeah. Now what I should say is this pattern came about simply by playing around. I literally just started putting beads onto the wire and seeing where it took me. So I'd actually really suggest that people try that, because the pattern that you create might be a little bit different to the pattern that I create, because you might see a place where you could actually take the beads and fold them in different directions. Now I'm just going to scooch that over. Okay, it is pulling. There you go, nice and taut like that. Okay, and then
so you need the tension there just to give that angular form and get the beads tight.
Absolutely. So now I can see that I'm going to add on the same pattern on the other side, and once you've got one pattern going on one side, it's really easy to mirror it or follow it on the other. Okay. You can make it as elaborate or less elaborate or more elaborate than the one I've done. You can just continue to go depending on your mood, basically. So there we go. I've got, as I had before. Now I'm going to fold that one down and bring the wire from the bead alongside it. And this is where your ladder weave comes into it, because it essentially is a ladder weave. It's passing through, two wires are passing through the same bead to bring the pattern together. Okay, now if it is fighting a bit, there you go, you can pull your tension in and you can pull it up there. Now I've got wire going up there and there. Now I'm just going to check my pattern, because I have actually done it slightly differently, but you know what? I'm actually going to go and show you how you can be really organic with this and how you can be random. And I'll show you the one I did previously, and you can see how you can play. So now I'm going to bring in another bead. I'm going to join the dots there. Can you see I've got a gap there?
Oh yes, but in the other one you've reused the same. Oh, I see.
You see what's happened? So if we go on to there. Whoop,
oh, I see.
That way.
There, yeah.
Okay, so it's all on triangles, but you can really play around. So I'm going to try this slightly differently. I'm going to then bring in a bead on the top.
So your triangle, the two triangles that you made on the first, on the necklace, the demo necklace, you actually used the same tube to make the same
single little bit.
But actually now you've used two, you can now play with that additional triangle that it's formed. To make another triangle. Yeah.
So there we go. Now we've got a pattern going on there. So where shall we take this? Well, let's have a look. We can take this up in that direction and bring those two together there. That's going to be fun. I'm going to try that. Let's see how we go.
And so it literally is just building on that same principle.
It is literally playing. Or what would be quite interesting actually, what if we flip this over to see if we did it the other way? No, it definitely wants to go up in that direction. So that's what I mean. Just play, be organic, have a feel about where the design leads you. And often people feel a bit afraid about, you know, how do I get started? I'm a bit afraid to start. Actually, the fun is in mucking about.
So now, then you're going to use the square, the cube.
Yeah, you can see what you can see, can't you?
Yeah, totally.
It's almost telling me what it wants.
Yeah. You really can see it as well.
Yeah, there you go. Now this is where we do a ladder weave, which means using that as your central weave pattern. So to thread that so that you've got two wires going in opposite directions. And I have to say, this wire, sometimes when you have 0.4 wire, you've got to be a bit careful with it. You've got to be delicate with it. It might become a bit fragile if you get some kinks and bends in it. This, really hardy stuff, really hardy. Going to pull that apart. So those two are going in that direction. Let's just repeat that.
That's interesting, isn't
it?
It's already...
It's becoming something. Style. Yeah. Amazing. But as you rightly pointed out, when you look at the one I did before, you can actually see where the pattern led me
on that one.
Okay, so there we go. Now we're going to add in a little cube to bring it together. Okay.
So the principle is that actually you could take the tubes and the cubes and almost like pull them together.
Yeah, absolutely. So they both do the same job, but the cube brings it in together. Okay. Now what we can do, that's actually a nice little
arc, isn't it?
Arc, yeah, a little collar style. So what I'll do is I will repeat the way I did the neckline on this. So it's pretty straightforward, actually. It's repeating the same pattern. So basically a tube on each side.
It's almost like the one on the neckline, and the demo necklace that you have there is almost like a fan formation.
Yeah.
It's more of a, whereas this one's a little bit more curvy.
Yeah, more collar
that one's
style,
a little bit more
isn't
like
it?
a fan,
Yeah.
isn't it? So, but it's nice that the same principle can make two very different looks. Yeah. Amazing.
Okay, so now again we get in your ladder and you cross through that one. So every once in a while you rely on that crossing through to pull it all together and to secure the pattern. There you go. Okay. And then bring those, I'll just work on the one side for now.
You're going to pull that together again, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
That's going to be a lovely arc.
Yeah. I'm actually really enjoying it. I can feel myself enjoying the kind of process of seeing where it's going.
Yeah, the nice thing is, though, is just that if it wasn't right, you know, if you were on that process and it didn't feel right, and you felt like, actually, I want to go back to that, it's not exactly difficult to start all over again, is it?
You haven't lost anything,
No, not when you've got 70 metres of wire. It's not like you go, I need to be precious about my metre of wire.
And actually, that's a very good point. You know, if you are experimenting, what a perfect way to stock up on your wire.
Yeah, exactly.
To do that. So if you're building collections, and you do get a bit of wastage when you do that.
Well, one of the things that we were talking about when I was working with Gemma Crow last week, and she was saying sometimes it's best just to buy wire based on the practice.
Yeah.
You know, you're just going to buy the wire, not to make, but just to practice, so that when you do start to put things into practice in with your wire designs, that you've already nailed it, and you don't have to then waste wire in the design.
Absolutely.
That you've already almost assigned certain amounts of wire to be your practice wire.
She's
so that
spot on.
Yeah, it's a good idea, and I guess in some ways we sometimes get a little bit precious, but on these kinds of deals, when we go to $14.95 for such a lot of goodies, you don't have to be quite so precious,
really
do you?
don't.
You can practice, practice, practice.
So I've started to do the same thing on the other side, but I just want to show you, I've got one more section to go. We're just going to repeat that same kind of ladder weave with the little cubes, and you can do this all the way along the neckline, so it's an entirely beaded necklace, or you can bring in the lovely gold chain. Now when you're doing this, what you can do, if you really yank the wire, you can get a bit of bending that you're not so keen on, so gently guide it down as you're going. I'll just do one more, and then I'll show you how to connect it to the chain. There you go, so bringing it down gently. And if you do find that you get some slightly rounded wire loops here that you're not so keen on, you can actually just take your flat pliers and squish them down, and it makes those little loops a little bit cleaner and more streamlined.
Yeah.
And then to finish it off and connect it to your chain, just bring the wire together, pinch it on the top of the bead, or you can use your pliers to bring it in together. And then you can actually connect it directly to the chain, but you can create a loop with the two wires. So with your round nose pliers, you do a wrap loop with both of them. And really simple, pinch the two wires, leave a slight gap because that's where your wrapping is going to go. Do a right angle bend, and the two loose wires come back over your pliers. And you do actually just want to move the pliers slightly so that you have some space to get your wrap into. So there, you bring it around the back, and then you can gently, as neatly as you possibly can. It's a bit trickier with two wires, but it actually fills the space quicker. Now, what I have forgotten to do, I forgot to put the chain in, so I'm going to unwrap that. Easily done. I'm sure we've all done that many times. Before you actually start to wrap, add on your chain. So I'll just bring in the chain there. You could, of course, make your wrap loop and then use a jump ring to connect it. But if you want a nice secure connection, bring the chain directly into it. So slide both of those onto the link, slide it all the way down into your loop, and then you can catch the loop. Now a useful thing to do is actually to use your chain nose pliers or your round nose pliers, because they've got that very delicate loop. You can pinch it with the loop, the pliers, and then it's nice and secure when you get to do your wrapping. There you go. As neatly as you can, and right up to the top of the bead, so it's as flush as you can, and then you can trim it off with some flush cutters. Now be careful, because what I did when I was doing one of those samples, I actually snipped the side. So because it's so delicate, just make sure that the flush of your cutters is up against that, rather than getting the nose into there, because you might make the same mistake that I did. And then when you've cut away your excess, you want to make sure that that is safe to wear, so it's not going to catch on anything. So take the tip of your chain nose pliers, which are flat on the inside, and gently twist and squish around that wrap, and there you can have a nice clean streamline, and then obviously just finish the same thing on the other side. So a bit of fun.
The interesting thing about it is that because of the amount of cubes that you've got, you could actually go into almost like a rosary link necklace or something like that, couldn't
and
you?
I did that on the other one. So yeah, so you can play with the different techniques of beading
extend
and wrapping.
it in a different way.
Exactly. And there's loads of those cubes.
Exactly, that was exactly it. Yeah, because they're actually a really good form, because you get loads, but they're stacked side by side.
You're right. I see what you're saying. If you rosary link them, they're going to go even further.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And then whatever metal you've worked with, you could mix your metals to the rosary link, so you could really play with the different colour tones running through the whole of the design, couldn't you?
Yeah.
There's loads of potential with those beads.
I mean, that actually, what I've started to do there, purely by accident, is started to create a collection of jewellery. So we've got two profiles of necklaces.
Totally different, but yet same principles. And it does show the potential of that shape of the tube and the cube working together.
And even if you had just that section, you could create an earring out of that as well.
Job done.
Yeah.
See, you can next collection. £14.95 for the whole bundle. I mean, under 20 sounded good at the start of the 6 o'clock hour, but under 15, even better. All yours for the taking for just £14.95. Congratulations. Now we are going straight into another ultimate star bind. I guess in some ways, you know, from the showcase that we've had so far, you know that this hour we're not messing with price points. We know we're going straight to town. Well, that's exactly what we've got for multicoloured fluorite. That'd be a lovely kit, wouldn't it?
It would be a stunning kit.
So we did the Amethyst earlier on from Brazil, and then we did the Chrysocolla with Simon's selection, and then we bring you Fluorite. So if I just showed you these two strands, you'd go, oh, guys, isn't that a lovely colourway? I mean, don't they look just beautiful? You know, when you see that combination. So this is the Amethyst, this is the Chrysocolla. Together, beautiful.
Hello.
And then you bring that strand in, you go, well, hang on a minute, that is that exact colourway. That is actually just taking, I mean, if I showed you the like for like, there's the Chrysocolla and there's the Fluorite. Yes?
Yeah.
Like for like colour?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the Amethyst. They're exactly the same. So essentially,
So like they were meant to all be together.
exactly. I was going to say that's the ultimate kit. Put that bundle together and by jingo, you've got some good jewellery there. So there's your Chrysocolla and your Amethyst. But before that, you've got the marriage of those two. What's delectable about this strand is there's actually, if you love the purple and you love that gorgeous teal green, you can get them both inside each gemstone in Fluorite. Look at that one. you actually get both colours in one.
So gorgeous,
It's
isn't it?
so fab. I mean, it's one of those stones. One of my very, very, very well-known friends who has been a gemologist for quite some years, and he trained in America. And he actually went to one of the big gem fairs, and actually Tucson Gem Fair just finished. Oh no, it was JCK. It was JCK. No, it was Tucson. It was Tucson last week, wasn't it? And Tucson was last week, and he went out a few Tucson. So the Gem Fair Tucson is one of the biggest, if not the largest, alongside Hong Kong, gem fairs that there is in the gem trade, and pretty much everybody who's anybody goes to trade their wares. And my friend had just passed. He'd worked in the jewelry industry for a long time, but he'd gone and become a gemologist. And he just passed, and he then went to Tucson Gem Fair, and he came back. I mean, he was bolstering, right? So excited. And he pulled out literally a slice. It was about this big. Literally, I'm probably exaggerating because it probably wasn't even that big, but let's say it was about this big, okay, of fluorite.
Oh,
right?
wow.
It was banded fluorite. Slice it like that size.
Amazing.
He'd paid 4 figures.
Oh my goodness me.
4 figures.
Why?
For a slice of fluorite that big. Now, I have to say, it was like this colour banding of perfection.
Wow.
But you know when you have to almost like get hold of the words that are about to spill out, going, you did what? You spent how much? I literally took hold of my words and rammed them back into my mouth before they came out, which often doesn't happen. I often accidentally say things and then go, oh, shouldn't have said that. But seriously, 4 figures.
That sounds daft.
I know. It's not even, he doesn't even work in the gem industry anymore. So he spent a fortune on this one stone.
Wow.
But yeah, look at the colourway. Can you see that? Oh, it's because they're so tightly stacked, it's actually really hard to hold them separately because there's so many on the strand. But you can see, can't you, the teal greens that are mixed within the purples. You can see how those colours are just beautifully dynamically set in here. And it is, for a lot of gemologists, it is a 4-figure gemstone when it comes to this colour complexity. I mean, when you see such outlandish banding like this one here that I've got, this just as this example, can you see the banding? Can you see
That's
it there?
gorgeous, yeah,
Can you see the
you
layers of the purples and the greens? When you've got that quality of a gemstone, I'm not surprised. I'm genuinely not surprised. Within the jewellery industry, you'll have gemstone lovers that will spend thousands, literally thousands on this gemstone when it looks good. Because it's textbook. It is an iconic gemstone when it's good. And this is great. This is a phenomenal grid of a gemstone. We're looking here at your arrangement of size, and this is a strand that is stacked with gemstones because of course they're pear shapes, which means that they go obviously to the nib of the pear. They come in and we drill through there. It means that we can stack even more stones and we tessellate them to just fill up the strand. I mean, we could have got away with putting half of that quantity on and it's still been a great deal at $34.95. But no, $34.95 is not even the price that you're going to pay. I mean, we should be happy with $34.95, shouldn't we? But we're not. I mean, we've had Simon's selection today. We've had the Chrysocolla. That came in at £17.03. So if you want to get that combination for under 50, job done. Chrysocolla. Oh, hang on a minute. £24.95 plus £17.03. What does that take us to? I don't know what the answer is. My maths is it's Sunday evening.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
I had an 8-year-old's football party. £41.98, and then the Amethyst came in. £7.95, £8.95. So just over. There you go, £50.93
for a very, very luxurious bundle. Yeah.
Of Chrysocolla, world-class amethyst, and the ultimate binding colour combination of those two stones is the fluorite.
Bearing in mind that what you just mentioned about what your friend paid.
Yeah, 4 figures for a slice. And it genuinely was just a slice. I wish I could find
Not even a
I
rock.
should text him. No, it was a slice.
That's
It was
unbelievable.
genuine. It was about this thick. It's a slice.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I really should try and I should message him because, as I say, he doesn't even work in the jewellery industry anymore. So I should message him and go, you know that? Can I? Could I? Can I use it? Like this. I'm sure he'll say no, but you know, it's a bit of an asker, isn't it?
Just don't drop it.
Yeah. Just to let you know, Dendrite Opal, brand new opportunity that we have for you. Your ultimate, it's the only shape of its kind. There's nothing like it. Literally, this is the only shape. The price point should be one, and we're falling in a serious skyfall way. We're dropping that price huge on these ones. Now they're coming your way in around about 15 minutes time. This is the ultimate chance to get brand new shape to the ultimate gemstone shows. Now the last time I did this gemstone, it sold out in one viewing on brand new. We had big luxury pairs. They're out, they were in and they were out. That's going to be going the same way with the price tag that we've got in mind. Literally, we've got the hawky corky to look forward to. Let's go to now these are last of stock metallic freshwater baroque pearls. Now, like we were talking about earlier on, when you had the banding of the pearls earlier on, we were saying it's that individuality. You know the gemstone can't be repeated. It's exactly the same here.
Yeah.
Identical format, but this time with the baroque pearl, definitely shape is unrepeatable, but the texture, the metallic qualities on these,
isn't it?
Unbelievably impressive. Now, the shape of these are 14 by 18, so size-wise, plenty to work with. I mean, size to perhaps even just create solitaires.
Yeah.
Single pearl rings. I mean, that is a piece of jewellery that could be for 3 or 4 figures elsewhere on its own, in silver, in gold, however you want to set it. I tell you what, you set them as individually luxurious. That's how they're found. They're found individually, therefore we should sell them individually. We don't, and we sell them in a strand, and then we say $39.95 for that strand, and if that was your price tag, great. But we are talking a last of stock quantity. Final chance. Single quantity figures. That is half price.
Wow.
Last of stock quantity deal. This is literally slicing the price. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22 metallic pearl, less than £1 each.
Even I could do that maths.
I mean, yeah, exactly. But look at that.
That's stunning.
You know that idea that we just said, make a ring? Yeah. That's going to cost you just over 90p each.
For a baroque pearl.
A baroque pearl. And then, of course, the silver, maybe the wire, you know.
Can I just say, I was doing, because I have to source a pearl for a ring that I'm making for a customer, and I fell upon the baroque pearl page on a supplier. We're talking 4 figures there as well.
Easy.
Yeah.
I mean, working as I do with a world-renowned Bond Street pearl dealer, and I've worked with him for the last 3 or 4 years now, and not only does he work in Bond Street as the ultimate, he's the elite pearl retailer, but also they have a pearl farm in the South Pacific in Australia. And so they know both sides. So, you know, I say they because it's a family business, but the gentleman who I work with predominantly, if I said to him we were doing a strand of this grade of baroque pearls for under 20, I mean, I genuinely can't imagine the conversation we'd have.
Yeah. You'd probably be quite angry.
Well, the thing is especially at the moment, because I know from the last 3 years of their farming yield, the reality of pearls from across the world have just gone down and down and down. There's been a number of reasons. There's been a lot of natural disasters. There's been a lot of impact. And because of the natural impact that has taken place, we're talking about a gemstone that is formed very specifically within very specific environment. If that environment is tampered by nature, let alone by man, but tampered by nature, then the pearl doesn't form. It just doesn't exist. If it does exist, it can then disappear all of a sudden. You know, a lot of the times the pearls will be forming within this environment, and then, you know, the environment is just gone in a heartbeat because the tidal waves, etc., have just vanished. Literally, the whole of the farm.
Didn't even occur to me. Wow, that's
then the price has gone up and up and up, and people go, why are the price of pearls going up? Because it's just not available like it used to be.
Think about, yeah.
The environment is changing, and because
Wow.
it's changing, it's affecting pearls. It is affecting pearls.
Of course it is.
But no more so than in the last 3 years.
Yeah.
The environment has had a huge impact
Wow.
on the availability of this gemstone. And that's why the prices are going up. If you're wondering why it is, it's just solely down to the huge demand that pearls have in the jewellery industry and the lack of supply. It's as simple as that. It is genuinely, that's the only reason why. All right, let's go to, oh, they're not there. Oh, but they're here. I like seeing big strands
I
like
was
that.
going to say, there's a lot.
I get real satisfaction when I see gemstones like that. Because, like, you know, the first thing I think is that, especially if you're watching for the first time, you've never made jewellery before, I look at a strand like that and go, you're working with genuine gemstones and you're getting that much to get some crazy jewellery out of.
Yeah.
You know, the reward of working with genuine gemstones and it being your first, that's amazing. And then to get this opportunity, 84 centimetres. So whether you want to make a nice lariat necklace, you could do a nice twisted necklace, you know, just a simple torsade necklace, restrand it onto some nice jewellery thread and get that torsade style. Just add a nice simple clasp.
Gorgeous.
I mean, that's a great piece of jewellery,
really
just like
is.
that. You could do that for yourself. Twisted torsade necklace. Guess what? First person in has bought 4. That's because the price tag is $5.95.
Yeah.
Now I only have 32 available. That is it. Once it's gone, it's gone. So you'll have to be pretty sharpish to guarantee that this deal is yours. You've got the full neckline look. Now I'm showing it like this because I just want to show you the capabilities of twisting a double length necklace. Now if I show you that double length like so, and then I untwist it like that, what it could be is actually a full lariat necklace. It
And
could
that
be
looks
that.
so gorgeous, just like that. That's a perfect...
But could you imagine, all you need is to create a clasp that can do both.
Yes.
So if you go on your holidays, right, and you're thinking about, you know, condensing your packing, as I get told all the time to do, right? Last time we went on holiday, right, I packed everything, got everything sorted. I've got myself, my husband and 3 children, and I packed, it was 3 suitcases, so I thought I did well. 5 into 3, I thought I did really well.
Yeah.
And then my husband walked in. This is not even joking. He came in and he was carrying a Kelly kettle. Now, do you know what a Kelly kettle is? Right? It's a camping kettle, right? This big, this like, with water in, right? Because he said, well, it'd be good if it had what, and I was like, whoa. Where is that? Where's there's 3 suitcases. And they're full. So where is this? I had to.
Were you going camping?
No. I was just going on a normal holiday. But he said, wouldn't it be fun? The kids will love it. We can do hot chocolates on the beach, and we could do that. Now, right? Genuinely. My head was like, what are you talking about? Why would we need to do that? We could do like pot noodles and we can do this and we can, right? He was doing all sorts of things, right? So he totally sold it. So I then took everything out of the suitcases, started all over again, condensed us even further, took everything out so we could fit them in, right? And you know what? It was the best thing I could have possibly done. We had more fun out of that Kelly kettle than any of the clothing wouldn't have given us.
Right,
so he was totally right. Just once. I mean, once. I'll give him that. In the 25 years that I've been with him, since we were 16, he got it right once.
So did you have hot chocolate on the beach?
We had hot chocolate. We then went in a boat and we got to a tiny little island. We took the kids in the boat and then we camped out on this. There was nobody else on the island but us.
Wow.
We had pot noodles, we had hot chocolates, and then we did s'mores as well. So you know what s'mores are? No. So you put marshmallows, right? But then into chocolate digestives and you squeeze them.
Oh my,
and like, so it's like
yummy.
So it's soft marshmallow with chocolate digestives either side. Obviously I can't have the chocolate, but I can have the, oh man. So he did good. I mean, genuinely, the boy did good.
Very impressive.
So s'mores, must try them if you haven't already done that. S'more. They sound even good, don't they? Do you want a s'more? Yeah, they literally are. Okay, let's go to. Oh, I've got it here. Now, this is a brilliant book.
Yes.
This is it's rammed with opportunity. It really is. Right, so this is it. This is a book that's designed by Rachel Norris. It is step by step and you can see it there. So it says there, Statement Wirework Jewellery Designs in the Paisley collection. Now the Paisley collection is essentially, as you can see there, this beautiful shaping, this forming teardrops and such like. And you can see that within this book, Rachel creates step-by-step guidance, but they are guidance with technique that leads you to do whatever you want with your jewellery.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to create a certain piece of jewellery, like this one here, you'll get all the technique. If you want to just learn how to do it to make your own designs, you'll get that as well. So this booklet does both. It gives you technique, but it also gives you step-by-step instruction for designs as well. So you have here, as you can see there, the contents guarantees. You've got the Paisley pendant in the drop necklace. You also have the Paisley earrings. You've got the tumbling Paisley pattern. You've got the Paisley bracelet, then it gives you the techniques of making simple jump rings, plus also making an S-shaped clasp. You get all of that in this booklet. I mean, it's crammed.
Yeah, and I have to say, Rachel really knows how to break down a design, so it's really step by step and informative.
It really
as well.
is. And actually, when you start to look at it like that, you go, okay, where do I start? Look at that.
Yeah, she does
pages.
real simple, really make it easy to follow the shape,
Yeah.
how to connect the shape, how to layer it up. She's brilliant at
There's
that.
not one, what I like about this is this in particular, this booklet, is that there's not one part where you're going to get stuck.
No.
Because as methodical as each one of these is, you might go, oh, that's a lot of pictures for just making that shape. But you know what? If you got stuck here, at least you know that you've got the exact how-tos with your wording as well as your pictures. So the brilliant thing about this booklet is that it really do give a step-by-step example. You've got all of that step-by-step instruction. All of that, look, and all for one price tag. That price tag? Just $7.95. Now I have less than 70 left in stock. This has been one of our most popular collections. Now every time we've been to air with this booklet, it has sold to a significant proportion, to the point where the quantity that I've got left, we've sold more of every time it's been to wear. So if it continues in the same vein, this will be the last time you see this booklet.
Oh.
This will be the very last time. If we continue with the same quantity allocation, this will be your final chance to be able to get the Paisley collection. And as I say, often is the case, we like to keep evolving with all of our techniques and our step-by-steps. So I can't give you the guarantee that we'll reprint this. There's no guarantee on that. I mean, obviously, never say never. That's always the case with us. But in reality, I mean, look at that.
I know.
Look at that, just that exact guidance.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a precision there that is actually quite skillful to give us those moments.
Yeah, and it's also, I mean, it's even I've just learned something by glancing at those pictures, because that layering up of that wire work, I mean, it looks so complex, but when you look at that, it's actually...
You could do it.
I get it now.
Yeah. And I love the fact that for somebody like me, I would be saying, and it's almost like Rachel's done it for somebody of my skill. Right, so what exact length do I need? Don't tell me there or thereabouts. Don't make me guess. Just tell me exactly the right length that I need to make the jewellery that you're suggesting. So she does all of that all the way through. You get techniques as well of how to make clasps. All of that for just £7.95. If you haven't already done so, you could pick up the phone and join us on that free phone number. Alternatively, you could join us at JewelleryMaker.com, or you could join us on the web. Now, straight after the break, we have got the one to own. Now, it is definitely the one to own tonight, because we are bringing you the only shape of its kind in this gemstone, and a one-off price tag, sitting in the same veins of essentially, you know, the Simon deal. These are one-off deal opportunities. We're about to take a plummet on a price tag, a price that you've never seen before. So get ready, the one to own, straight after this.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker Studio, Ivy House, Henley Road, Studley, B80 7DU, and make sure you don't forget your customer number. Get making and good luck. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Did you know no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging? Select our standard delivery for just $3.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for $5.95. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Buying with Jewellery Maker online couldn't be easier. Just head over to our website, JewelleryMaker.com, and click on the register link. Simply fill in the required fields and you can shop 24/7. You'll also be privy to a faster checkout and personalised offers. Jewellery Maker, your one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs. Are you new to Jewellery Maker? For a limited time, we're offering new customers a wonderful free gift. The free gift includes 2 beautiful genuine gemstone strands in an organza bag. As long as you qualify as a new customer and haven't shopped with us before, then your free gift will be automatically added to your order when you make your first purchase. It's really that simple. Gemstone strands are selected at random, so gemstone size, colour and type will vary for each new customer. Why stop there? Once you receive your gemstones, we'd love to see what you create. Share your designs with us via our Facebook page and join our creative community of jewellery makers. Start your jewellery making journey with us today. Create, wear, share.
If you have a question or a query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2, or alternatively you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Wake up and tune into Jewellery Maker every morning at 8 a.m. for our early bird special. We have some great offers, amazing deals and great prices to bring to you. So that's 8 a.m. every morning, and you know what they say, the early bird catches the worm.
Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy to follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
Okay, this is the ultimate today's must-have. I think in some ways it's one of those strands that, because it is so different, you know that the jewellery that you're creating is going to have an instant individuality about it. And this gemstone is already full of personality.
It really is,
It
yeah.
already has that charisma, doesn't
Yes,
it?
it does.
And I think what's amazing about it is that we all, as jewellery makers, love this gemstone.
Yeah.
There's never been a time when I haven't put this gemstone together with a positive reaction. But to take the popularity of this stone, the personality of this stone, and then translate it into a brand new shape that reveals a totally different dynamic, it's a win-win situation, a true win-win offer. But there is more of an offer to come for this deal, because this is today's must-have, because we have been given a special one-off management price tag. Now, we had, of course, the Simon selection in the last hour. This is a management agreed price deal. This is your big chance to get the very own luxury shape of your plain bars, of your dendritic opal. These are graduated size 10 by 5 to 30 by 6. You've got a wonderful arrangement, top drilled, giving extension, almost like teeth that you have in this extension of a design. No way, no way that we need to go any lower than the price that you're going to first see. I mean, there's no chance that if I said to you go elsewhere, that you are going to try and find many places that do this grade of stone in this style of design and then suggest it's under £32. That's what we do to kickstart this opportunity. We are bringing you the ultimate deal. Now, I'm going to give you a moment just to reflect on that price tag. To guarantee that you want to get this deal, I'm going to give you a chance now to understand that $31.99.95 is a great price tag. And I guess in some ways that's with the close-up so you can see the pattern and the print is that personality-driven dendritic. So that's that almost foliage-like texture that you get on top of opal. So it's a very unique form. The second thing that we have to identify, which is why we're not going to take the price down yet, is because we have to identify location-based quality. World-class Australian dendrite opal. So the bar that was already exceptionally high because it's dendritic opal has now just been risen to the next level of desirability. We're talking world-class dendritic opal. The final thing, there is no other strand like this one. This is the one and only strand in our vaults that brings you these graduated bars ranging from 10 by 5 to 30 by 6. I mean, truly distinguished gemstones to work with, and one almighty price opportunity. Because this is not anything other than a one-off management price tag. We could not achieve this price tag without management authority, because we take you from $31.95 and we plummet better than half price. That's better than half price deal. We take you to $14.95. That is a huge saving.
Yeah.
That is an almighty £17 back into your pocket.
Yeah.
That's not £17 that is then coming in at perhaps a lesser quality or a lesser shape, or there's nothing changed. The only thing that we've done is just dropped management sealed price tag. Wow factor jewellery that you could be making here. £14.95. Instant reaction required. Congratulations if you're joining us. The likes of Leslie straight in the Midlands, collectors in Edinburgh, Kent. Look at how many collectors we've got. The word collector is for those who prefer not to have their name read out, but don't mind having their location read out. I tell you what, the word collector in Essex, collector in Hertfordshire, collector in Yorkshire, collector in North Yorkshire, collector in Kent, collector in Edinburgh. It goes on and on. The collectors that we have here responding instantly. And I actually say collectors traditionally are those who know their gemstones.
Yes, they
those
do.
who like to get, the best deals from us, but also like to get the best gemstones from us. That's what you've got here, $14.95. And when we see each one of these independently, if I just take that one as the ultimate example of the dendritic quality from one side, it has almost a porcelain-like look.
Yeah.
But wait for it, look at the other side. Look at that. Amazing. Exactly, Sue. You are kidding. That's an amazing price. Wow, isn't it? I mean, there is no messing around with those deals. No joke on that, Sue. We're giving you the best deal opportunity. Now let me do a quick count, because $14.95, when you consider, and I mean when you start to do price per stone, that's when it gets even more ludicrous. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. There's 22
amazing, isn't it?
for £14 and what's that, 68p?
Wow. And look at each
68p.
one of them is like a little work of art, isn't it? Like a little landscape or a little snowfield or something. It's divine.
I mean, less than 70p each.
For an individual piece of art.
I mean, if you've got one of those sitting on a nice extended chain,
Yeah.
you know that lovely, the cable chain that we've just had?
Yeah,
one
yeah.
drop, one stone, done.
Stunning.
Oh my goodness
Yeah.
me. Yes, Amanda says, amazing.
Yeah.
So many good deals tonight.
Yeah.
Incredible deals, actually. I think you're right, Amanda. An almighty status. Queues on the phone lines. Cleopatra, Yorkshire, congratulations to you. I've got Surrey, Oxfordshire, Conway. I've got Berkshire, Merseyside. Congratulations to you. Everybody pays the final low price. And what I love is that, I mean, we could talk about those for 68p, and that's a statement. Each one of those are pendants. But in all honesty, for less than £1.50, you could be making yourself a pair pair of earrings.
Absolutely.
But look at the beautiful individuality each of those, but how complementary they're going to be in a nice drop pair of earrings. Just simple style.
Yeah.
You might want to take some of these and think about them as focal points for the finger. You could do something like a long extended ring. You could do all of that for £40, less than 70 pence each. First time we've ever taken a price of anywhere near that kind of low. I mean, when you say low, I mean we're scraping the floor as low as we can go deal. $14.95. It's your one to own today. It's your today's must-have. It's the ultimate chance for $14.95. And what's great about this is that actually, with all of the extra deals that we've got coming up within this next hour, I think this is the strand that then you can build upon.
Yes.
You can really add texture. You might just want to take one of those and then build something around it.
Absolutely.
Or you might actually want to take 5 or 6 and then use everything else that we've got to separate to make that sharded necklace.
Yeah.
There's so much potential with that one necklace, that one strand. $14.95 is your price tag. Still loads of people reacting, loads of people joining us. Congratulations to you if you've got involved. Let's go to, oh, this is a nice colour. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I tell you what, this is going to look great with the Chrysocolla.
Yeah.
Look at that with the Chrysocolla.
Divine.
Now that Chrysocolla, don't forget, that was Simon's selection deal. That was to the penny as low as we can go, £17.03. Now we've been given the nod, right, because we said it was an hour deal. We've been given the nod that we will hold that price for the show.
Oh, brilliant. Okay.
That's it though. For the show, you've got the chance to be able to £17.03 for your Chrysocolla. I'll quickly show you that independently before I then go to the crazy lace agate. Look at that. Look at those amazing coins. Statement Chrysocolla from the Congo.
Gorgeous.
We're bringing you these are wonderful. So just to let you know, that strand, previously £30+, then £24, and then rock bottom at £17.03, works out at £1.50 each. We pretty much half the price on that strand. So if you want it, it's a one-off deal. And the reason it's to the penny is because it's not our pricing. Simon, our head of merchandise, has given us that deal to give you tonight. That's an exclusive price point, which is why we're saying there is a category of this is the only time you're going to see it. There is a moment where this will no longer be available at this price tag. So if you want that, and then you want to add to your order, perhaps you want to fuse in some more of those wonderful blue tones into your designs. We can do that with your blue crazy lace agate. These are your plain rounds in your 6mm. I mean, going to just establish even more of that sumptuous quality of colourway, isn't it?
Enhancing and highlighting.
Yeah, especially when it's such a powerhouse. You know, when it's got that lift. I mean, we did those beautiful barrels earlier on as well, where we know that the lift of colour is going to go well. Right, you know that we're pushing boundaries. We did a star buy earlier on with this gemstone in the barrels, and they flew out. But this is going to go in exactly the same vein. In fact, it's going to go where? On the nose, under £6. Wowzers. Wow. I mean, I just want to make jewellery.
Yeah.
I just want to wear the jewellery that I make as well. You know, that's the lovely thing about it. £5.95. No wonder that we've got people multiplying. We've got people buying 6s.
Wow.
And now, of course, we got the deal of the day today as well. And that deal of the day, you might want to mix in perhaps some of those stones. What about that howlite to add in a little bit of texture in that? Oh, that's like summer.
That
linens.
is like summer, isn't it?
I'm ready for...
Yeah. We're nearly there, aren't we?
Oh, please. I mean, we've done the snow, right? We've done the snowy bit.
Yeah.
We've passed that, haven't we?
We've had the winds.
We've had the winds. We've passed that.
Yeah.
You know, it's been really chilly.
Yeah.
We've passed that.
So it's getting lighter, brighter.
Ready? It has definitely got lighter, brighter.
Yeah.
I mean, I had the kids out. It was my son's football party yesterday, and I misjudged the timings totally. And I was like, all right, the kids can come round and they can have the tea after we did the football party, and they can have the tea. 16 of them in the house.
Oh my word.
Right, 8-year-olds. Right,
No.
8-year-old boys.
Oh,
right, and some others, and some other little tots and all sorts. Right? Thing is, it says that I totally misjudged the time, and I was thinking, yeah, it's fine, they'll have their food, and then their parents will come and they'll go. And then I looked at the clock, they had another hour. Right, they finished their food, they finished the cake, and they still had an hour. And I thought,
my word.
oh, I got that one wrong, didn't I? And you know what I did? I went, outside, everyone, outside. And it's literally open the double doors in the kitchen. Literally release them, like release the hound. And they were out there whole hour. Doors were open, still light when the parents came. I was like, oh, I think we might be on the cusp of getting some daylight beyond 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So, where did that come from? How did we even get in that conversation?
Summer. It's on its way.
Summer, it's on its way. We're telling the weather. Summer is on its way. Now then, let's have a look at that deal of the day. Look at that.
I love this. And 6 mils. The best.
Now, if you got that amazing crazy lace, if you got the blues, then perfect to get this medley alongside it. It's just gonna. You know what I love about this bundle is that it's just giving you everything and more that you could want from 6 mil. It's giving you different colours, it's giving you different patterns, different textures. You could mix and match. If you're brand new to jewellery making, it's perfect. If you've made loads of jewellery before, it's perfect. If you've never made jewellery before, it's amazing. But if you've made jewellery with only, you know, plastics and synthetics, perfect, because it's a great 6 mil bundle.
Yeah.
I mean, it
for me, if you're going to have a store somewhere, this is going to be your filler. Because you can make so many friendship bracelets, stacker bracelets, add some little charms onto them.
Look at those
little
earrings. Well, we were saying, my idea is that all you need to do is just put loads of those kind of charms into a thing and let people pick.
That's a very good
maybe
idea.
10, and then 10, and you can put them onto a pair of earrings or a nice charm bracelet. Or, you know, you choose your gemstones. I'll put them onto a piece of jewellery, and hey, presto, I'll charge you £15 for it.
Yes.
You know, just like that. People have got their own personal qualities, but you've already got the jewellery made. Do you know what I mean? It's just
really good idea.
I thought that was quite. I was quite inspired by that.
Yeah.
And then I've had an idea for my school fair this year.
Yeah.
Oh, I've had a
It's a productive day today.
Isn't it? Isn't it just? Hasn't it been a good one? 6 months. To be honest, it's been a good one because truly, yesterday, I had no clue how yesterday was going to go with the party. You know, when you wake up on the morning, you just go, right, whoever's looking down on us, if you could just help us out, if you could just help me work out how I can make 16 children, especially my gorgeous son, as happy as possible, just for an interim, about three hours or so, then that'd be great. So today, I feel a little bit lighter.
You're relieved.
Because I know that he's had a great time, and he just kept on coming up to me last night, just kept on Mum, thanks for being brilliant. I mean, he just kept on doing that.
Done,
I know, and you know when you just go, yes. Right, so today I'm very light. I'm much uplifted. The tension has disappeared. 6 mil rounds, luxury combination. Now, that is 17 strands, right? Think about how many pairs of earrings you could make of that. Think about...
And look at this necklace,
Right.
it's sensational.
Now, we were saying there's probably only about 5
of each colour.
of each one of those strands. She could make that necklace probably about 6 or 7 times over.
And look how full and busy
Amazing,
it's amazing
how textured it is,
Wow.
and how much people would expect that to be elsewhere.
Actually, that would be a really high price.
Expensive piece of jewellery, wouldn't it? You can imagine it in a nice, you know, maybe like a theatre setting where they have the concessions, you know, the little glass boxes where they're handmade jewellery, right? And genuinely, that would be the feature piece, wouldn't it? And people would be thinking that would be maybe a £40 or £50 piece of jewellery.
I was thinking more than that,
But you know, if you
I
kept
know what
it,
you mean.
If you just kept it, because each strand's
reachable
costing you.
and a nice balmy price.
Exactly,
Yes.
where people actually want to buy it, where they don't just look at it and go, oh yes, that's nice, but there's no but if it was that price tag.
Yes.
And the reality is that how much is costing you each
That's
one of the
a good
strands,
point. Yes.
£2 and 5p.
Yeah.
So if each strand's costing you £2 and 5p, you don't need to hold your prices high.
Yeah.
If you want to make big in quantity, then you could do it in small in price.
Absolutely, good point.
And you can make your money go even further, can't you? Because if you're making, say, £40 on that, you've made your money back instantly. So everything else you make is just money in your bank.
Quids in.
Quids in. Exactly. I like a bit of quids in. Right then, let's go. Let's go. Now, I was having a moment, right? Because I do think we need more of what we're about to do.
Excellent.
Right? I think we need more and more of this.
Okay.
Because we've got loads of absolutely storming gemstones at the moment. I mean, I think we are. Marie and the team are just top trumping themselves on gemstones. Agreed?
Yeah,
right,
totally.
seed beads, nailing it.
Yeah.
What do we need?
Findings.
Yes, yes. You cannot buy bricks without mortar. There's no point in trying to build a house with just bricks.
Yeah.
Right?
True story.
You cannot. You cannot. There's no point in us offering you, there's no point in offering you loads and loads of bricks if I can't give you mortar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
And there we have it.
We've got it. Nailed. Today's a good day, see?
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
Leah? It's a good day, it's a good day. We've had sweets today, it's a good day. We've got for you 400. 400. Now look at the size.
I was just going to say, they're a good size.
Aren't
Actually,
they?
for not just being a jump ring, but being a feature of your design as well.
Well, what's nice is we've seen loads of nice rounds. We've had the 8 mils and the 10
Yes.
mils. And actually, just to break up, like if I take your necklace,
Yeah.
all I was thinking was is that perhaps just breaking up.
In between.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, if I take a strand,
Like
let's
if you
just-
did a rosary link. But
Yes,
put
exactly.
the loop in between.
So perhaps I wouldn't take, maybe not this gemstone because it's got enough pattern and print about it. But if I wanted to make just a simple necklace, and I did want to keep it just simple, and all I wanted was to add a little bit of something that gives a little
Flash of metal.
So you could just break each one of those up
Yeah.
with a jump ring. That's it. Because of the size of these, they're going to move. They're going to have an almost charm-like quality to them. You could actually use them for charms to be attached
Yeah,
onto,
you
couldn't
could
you?
do.
So if you wanted that, just a simple bracelet, simple necklace, but use these to break up, they're going to be perfect.
Yeah.
However, that's a jump ring in its, I guess, decorative form.
Yeah.
But jump rings can be so much more because they can then be the practical element to bind your jewellery. You pretty much can't make a huge amount of jewellery without jump rings because often is the case for a pair of earrings. If you're making them with shepherd hooks, you need a jump ring to make sure that the shape or the angle of the bead is facing the right way, so the jump ring holds it in the right place. A jump ring can be used mass together on chainmail.
Yeah, chainmail.
You know, that kind of thing. So there's, I mean, it's probably one of the essentials that can do
100%.
so many different jobs.
Yeah.
So much potential here. And we've given you 400.
Rather a lot.
So I think we've identified, excuse me, we've
wow.
identified the fact that we're bringing you a big quantity. Trade quantity, one would classify it as. So we do a trade price. Trade price.
That's very good.
400. That's going to go a long, long way to jewellery make
Yeah.
some seriously good looking pieces. And all you're paying is
I just-
$9.95.
Double check the measurement on that.
Absolutely. There you
Because
go.
it says 7 mil.
Is that 7 mil to the outer or to the inner? That's the
So it's
question.
to the inner.
7 mil to the inner.
So it's 9 mil to the outer. So it's a nice big ring.
That is, isn't it?
Yeah.
That gives you plenty
Yeah,
of
it's a
liberties.
good substantial ring that.
So if you've got the 7 mil, now often is the case, especially when you're chain mailing, you need to know the internal diameter
Yeah.
so that you can facilitate how many links you can fit inside it. So this is going to go a long way into designing. So lots of designs will work on the principle of internal diameters, and actually you just need to make sure that you read, if you're doing, especially if you're following instructions, you're reading whether they're working to the external diameter or the internal diameter. That's mainly on chainmail and such like that, but obviously it's good to know that there's such a significant gauge to be able to work with on this look. $9.95. We need more of those kind of big trade
Yes.
deals, more of those.
Yes.
So don't worry, it's all in the pipeline. I absolutely know that there is a huge surge in that very said principle of trying to get you as many bindings, findings, and bringings together as we
Yeah,
possibly
they are
can.
working on
Yeah,
it,
we're
yeah.
working hard. Okay, let's go straight to. Oh, look at how lemony this is.
Oh, now that is zingy and fun.
Oh, I love the shape for it as well.
Yeah, cute.
Wheel.
Wheel.
Scottish then. Oh, wheel. Woman a whale. Where that came from. You have here an amazing shape to Serpentine. Wow.
Actually, and with them being so smooth, it catches the light beautifully, doesn't it?
Oh,
Glistens.
they are really citrusy, aren't they? Now, Serpentine that I know doesn't normally have such a brightness about it. Traditional Serpentine that I'm aware of is much more of a, what's the word for it? milky tone.
Okay.
It's a little bit, it's certainly nowhere near this kind of brightness. Now,
It's got a neon
that's
to it,
because
doesn't it?
I'm presuming that because this is from Russia, it probably has a stronger ratio. Russian gemstones have an incredible pedigree because, you know, the Siberian mountains, the finest diamonds, the finest alexandrite, the finest of this, the finest of that. So one presumes that this has got that same pedigree of quality to it. It's quality that I've never seen before. That's perhaps what I'm trying to say. The grade that I've seen previously, even on our channel, I'm not going to pretend, is definitely much more milky tones. I've never seen this kind of effervescence. This beautiful quality is just lifting, and I guess maybe it's also that the cubes,
luminosity as well.
yeah, because you've got the angles. I wonder if the light's just moving a little bit more intensely inside the cubes. Either way, I am happy to say that these are £5.95. I mean, if I was at home, I would be multi-buying on this. I genuinely would. This would be going in my stash. Because, you know, I've been doing jewellery parties, birthday parties for my daughter's friends. And my daughter's 10, and I've been doing them for some of her friends.
Okay. So that's perfect for that,
isn't it?
Yeah.
And so all I do is that when they get together, we put them into like a little pot. And right in the centre of the table, and then they all like dive in.
Yes.
And it's got to be gemstones like this that get them really excited because the colours
nice,
there and
juicy.
juicy. Yeah, I love that. Absolutely amazing that this is a huge opportunity. Now, what about putting it with that?
Oh, now that.
Lemon and lime. That is literally going on holiday, isn't it? That is summer.
That's a cocktail
Come
or
on,
gin and
summer.
tonic, isn't
Come on. Come on, summer. You know you can do it. That does feel like we're in. Do you think if we all wore this kind of jewellery, summer would just feel like it has to come? You know, like if we wear jewellery like this.
Get some flip-flops on.
Yeah, exactly. I did see a lady in the garage today, and she had proper flip-flops and a summer dress on. I was thinking, wow. I mean, I know it's not minus figures, but I don't think it's that hot.
Nope.
However, in my mind I was thinking maybe it's positive mental attitude.
Yeah.
Maybe if you wear that outfit, you just bring it on the summeriness. I think that's right, isn't it? Mental attitude and all that. I think that's gorgeous, that combination. Really bright, vibrant qualities. Now, let's just hold the cubes there. Cubes.
Cube-tastic.
Isn't it? And actually cubes like this, you could do nice peyote stitching if you're doing any kind of seed beading work.
Yes, it would work really well with pattern making.
And traditionally, that seed beading is with, you know, seeds. It's with plastics and you know,
and glass,
the glass.
yeah.
The interesting part about it is that because of the precision of our mastery of cutting gemstones, you can actually replicate what used to be only for seed beads because of the precision of shape. You can actually master that with gemstones with this kind of cube. And especially when you've got the precision of exactly the same size in 2 or 3 different gemstones, because especially with things like peyote where it becomes a block stitch, so it becomes almost like a wall effect of gems or of seeds. You can really imagine that if I just stack those together. You can imagine that design looking amazing.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a wall of texture.
Really modern and funky.
Yeah, but with gemstones. So personality, individuality, you know, it's nice to get that something different. And seed bead, it's just an incredible art form. But to then give a little bit of personality that doesn't create a uniformity, that gives an individual effect in the pattern and the print, especially with howlite, because howlite has obviously got that veining. Perfect. You've got here 4mm cubes, £6.95. £6.95. Oh, beg your pardon. No, it's not. It's £5.95. We're matching the price of the Serpentine. You've got that amazing. Add it to your order opportunity. Stay on those phone lines. If you're joining us on the web, make sure you're checking out your baskets. Now, I wonder if you got perhaps the likes of the Dendrite, whether you'd want to use the howlite to just break it up, just to add that extra pop of the white. You know, maybe some nice linen jewellery. You know, linen colours like that. So you could do that and then use one of those.
Oh yes, as a feature.
Sorry if I catch my microphone. Just like that.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you can see that on camera, but that was my idea.
Yeah,
especially one of the white ones.
Yeah.
When you've got like the white with that one there, it's perfect.
Yes.
That would be my one. Sorry. There, that one.
Yeah, divine.
That looks amazing, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, it does.
And that's what, £5.95? What do they, 60 something p?
Each.
Yeah. So that was £7
Yeah.
to make that necklace.
Amazing.
With a clasp. Done.
And it's very unique as well, isn't it?
Yeah, totally, totally. Now, talking of unique, we have got a little bit of a special opportunity that we can bring you, and this is a luxury strand. The weight of this, for the price tag that we can do, it's something special. It is a star buy. The shape of these.
Yeah, it's good fun, isn't it? Because it can be so many different things. It can be stacked, it can be put sideways, it can be worn as it is, it can be a single piece to make a statement. It's a lovely, lovely shape.
And I think especially when you see it when it's spaced out, because actually in reality you've got these little spaces in between that just give a little bit of separation, so you can see them individually.
Yeah.
But if you didn't have that separation, I mean, it could be almost snake-like
Yes, it could,
in its
actually,
design.
yeah.
It could be you know, something really quite bulky and something quite bold. And there's nothing wrong with that. If that's your design
Yeah,
intention,
definitely.
you could really go to town with that. But because there is that little separation, what it also allows us to do is see them as separate entities. Because sometimes with a shape like this, you think they have to work together. You know, we can take a round and we can see them as a single stone. But I think sometimes a wheel, you expect them to be side by side. Yeah. But that's not the case. That is not the case with this size or shape. You know, if you took that single one and put it onto perhaps just a nice cord or a nice wire thread or something like that, that would look amazing as it rotated on the wrist. It would look fantastic
or
as a separate.
in your what's that little dip in your collar? Yeah, that
that
area
bit.
there, yeah. It would look stunning sitting in
Just
there, wouldn't
sitting
it?
there on a black cord, like a leather cord or something like that. You know, something
Or an
could be quite a gents piece.
Could
you
be.
know, when you've got that texture, but then a black leather cord, maybe or a suede cord, and just one to the centre. It's got the shape, it's got the texture, it's got the palette of colour. It's got it all going on.
Yeah.
But I think, as I say, with the shape of this, we can obviously go down the lines of just stack it all together and make a statement piece. But I do think that we should actually deliberate upon the fact that each one of these has got the potential to be a show-stopping entity on its own. I'll show you it all together just so that I know that I'm doing a little bit of both for your design ideas. All of this strand takes you to over 400 carats of gemstones. And I think, you know, because of the kind of showcase that we've had this evening, and it has been an absolute stormer of a Sunday Saver event. I mean, we've done some hugely epic deals. When you then see the price that you're about to see, don't think that this is just normal. Just think that this is a standout evening offer. And we've had some lovely messages from people going, tonight, this evening's been amazing. With so many nice comments from people going, wow, you're pushing the boundaries this evening. We really are, and that is no more so on this almighty 400 plus carats of luxury rhodonite for $9.95. Shape-wise, giving you that status. Some of them have got a little bit of a slimmer feel, some of them are a little bit thicker, and that means that you can really play with texture and form. You can really get something out of these,
You can also turn them on the side and use them like buttons. So, because you actually see a lot of the patterning in the stone from the side, because there's more surface area. So then you could almost lay them out like a button pattern. And have a kind of cascading effect.
That'd be funky, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
that would look amazing. I'll just show you that profile so that you can see
there you go.
each shape. You could almost, you know, with that in mind, put your head pin flat in, couldn't you? So that you almost got that.
Exactly. Or even a seed bead. Take your wire through a seed bead, double it over, then put both strands through, then split it.
Split it.
And then repeat that.
Yes, so you've got it flat. Amazing. So much opportunity. $9.95 for over 400 carats of your rhodonite. big opportunity. You've got a free phone number to dial if you want to join us there. You can join us at JewelleryMaker.com. We have an app, so if you're heading out and about at any point and you don't want to miss out, then do download the app. Just simply go to your App Store or your Play Store and just make sure you type in Jewellery Maker. Once you've got the app, you're good to go. All the deals are there on the go for you to make sure you got those opportunities. Actually, that's really nicely with the Chrysocolla, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's interesting because I would never have put those two colours together, and yet when I see it, it just works beautifully. If you haven't already done so, don't forget the Chrysocolla we're honouring for this evening only at £17.03. Plus, on top of that, the Dendritic opal. We've taken a huge hit on that to take you under £15. So if you want either of those, both of those, this is your chance to be able to do so within the hour. Right, let's go straight to some Terra Jasper.
Oh wow, look at that.
Oh, I love the juiciness of this gemstone. I really love the lift that it has. Yeah, and it really is quite an uplifting quality. It's back to that almost that positive thought.
Yeah.
You know, colours can give you that spirit, can't they? They can give you that lift, and you've really got that. It's interesting because a couple of weeks ago I went through a little phase, and I don't do this very often, but I went through a phase of wearing coloured tops. I don't wear a lot of colour.
You laugh at yourself.
I know, I was like, But I went into the office and I met up with the same person 4 times, and they actually just said, oh my goodness me, I love it when you've got so much colour. Oh, it's great, you've got every time I walked in. And when I walked in black, they were like, oh, a bit disappointed now. The thing is colour can have such an impact on your mood. It can have an impact on how you're feeling, but how you make others feel as well.
Yeah.
You know, we mustn't underestimate that. That's an uplifting colour.
Yeah.
That can be. And if you don't like wearing colour in your outfit, you can still wear colour in your jewellery, can't you?
But isn't it funny how you wear colour on holidays?
Yeah, now how comfortable
what
you
does
are
that
there.
say? Yeah.
I still wear black. 70, no, I don't care. Don't care, always. 70 carats, most of my outfits. 70 carats of your rose red, uplifting qualities. Is it red or is it pink? It's juicy, that's what it is. And it's just £4.95. And I think, you know, when you're designing and you're making jewellery, it's so lovely to have colour like this around. It does make you feel good.
I couldn't not have colour in my designing world and in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need it, like I said, it feeds your soul.
Yes, it really does. And I think it's interesting that, you know, as much as I laugh that I wear a lot of black clothes, actually I do love adding pops of colour. I have like colourful belts, I have shoes. So I do add colour. It's just that my comfort zone is wearing quite neutral clothes.
Well, it's a palette that you can play with.
Exactly. But this is how I would add, you know, that gemstone can lift. It can add of colour. It can really give that intensity to it. And you know, if you think about, you know, what this colour can be in your designs, even if it's as simple as a stretchy bracelet, it can really intensify a very neutral outfit to be a really dramatic outfit. That's what a gemstone like this can be. And it can be that for £4.95. You know, you don't have to spend a fortune to get that incredible look in your collection. And on the wrist, on the finger, you could do something on the finger actually, couldn't you there? Yeah. You could do like a little triple stone design. Yeah, maybe just do 3 at the front, like that.
On a piece of wire, it's stunning.
Yeah, especially when it's wire day. Yes. You know, when you've got so much wire. And we do have a great kit coming up next, don't we?
There's some nice chunky wire in that as well.
Well, that's it, isn't it? I'm just wondering if that wire would go through there. Oh, it does.
Oh, brilliant.
Okay. So we've got, this is the 1mm gauge. Yeah. So the 1mm gauge wire will go through there. So if you did want to make a little trilogy ring, just to put 3 on a nice 1mm gauge wire ring shank, you could do that. Yeah. Just like that. How cute's that?
Very cute.
And it's going to cost you pennies to make, and yet give you so much enjoyment. Yeah. Great. Look, £4.95 is already paid. Next up, we're going to bring you. Oh, hello.
Oh!
Oh, I hope the cameras pick this up. Oh, I hope the cameras pick this up. Oh,
it's actually made my heart beat a little faster, this.
Wowzers. Hang on. Look at that. Wowzers. Now I'm going to rotate it around. So this is the host rock. This is how the opal forms. And then you can see slices of the opal coming through even there. You can see, look at the colour. Look at the colour. Not fire.
Sorry.
So it's not fire, it's
Okay.
opalescence.
Opalescence.
So the only reason that's not fire
Right.
is because fire happens in a different way to opalescence.
Okay.
The only gemstone that'll create this rainbow colour that looks like fire is opal.
Okay.
So opal doesn't have fire, it's simply opalescence.
Opalescence.
And what it is, and the reason for that is because as you've got fire, or dispersion as it's known, what happens in the gemstone is the light enters, and the reason that you see colour is because the light is bending. And as it bends in the stone, it creates a prism, exactly, and then it ricochets and you see the colour coming out. So in opal that doesn't happen because it's a hydrated gemstone, you have moisture. And so essentially what's happening is the light enters, now it does bend, but instead of it bending and ricocheting out as we used to, what it actually does, it goes over the moisture and actually starts waving. So the reason that you don't get fire is because it's not rebounding back
angular.
out, it's moving curvaceously.
cool.
So that's how you get almost like a river of colour, and that's how you get different types of opal. So you get pinprick opal, and then you get rebound opal.
So it's the way it moves.
Exactly,
through.
it's the moisture. It's how the moisture is inside of the gemstone that creates that effect.
Amazing.
So that's why you wouldn't call this fire. You'd call it opalescence,
Okay.
because it's a totally different light reaction.
Yeah, and you can see because it actually is more fluid, isn't
Yes.
it?
And actually, if you
Look
think
at
about
that
what you
one.
see in, say, something like a zircon,
Yeah.
it's a pinprick of
Yeah.
rainbow colour.
Yeah.
This is not. It's a full, intense
Brilliant.
reflection. It is a full dynamic. Gosh, look at that one. Now,
Oh,
if everybody
wow.
checks out, this will be well and truly oversubscribed. $14.95. Now, that's for 30 carats. Now, I've got a bundle here of 5 gems here. I've got 5 stones that come in at $14.95.
Do really brilliant claw settings with these, but actually just arranging them in a little bowl or something.
Exactly, just a tumble.
Yeah.
Extraordinary qualities that you're seeing here of nature. And that's the thing is, you know, this is natural opal. This is gemstones forming within nature's boundaries. So this is all the host rock. This is how it sits on top as it then starts to create its
Tell you what, also,
structure.
if I had children who were interested in this kind of thing,
My son would just adore
This
these.
is perfect,
Yeah,
isn't
he'd
it?
absolutely adore these. Yeah, he's just fascinated by anything like that. It looks like that's going to be a salad. That one.
that one is just...
But actually, each one will have its
Yeah,
own
and that little
moments.
blue one,
Yeah,
that-
each
oh.
one will have its moment. And that one, congratulations if
Oh,
you got
brilliant.
those. $14.95 looks like that's going to be a sellout. I don't know where that's come from, so let's go there. Where we're going, sorry? It's another one of those strands that makes me happy. Now look at the clarity.
and the colours that you're getting out of that.
Look at that. That
Yeah, that's divine.
is quality. I mean, genuinely, that is
and
just
it's
quality.
garnet colour, it's not brown, is it?
It is the real deal. I mean, in some ways, I don't know how is best to show this. If I hold it like that, you know that it's a full length. Let me show you it again. 84 centimetres. I'm just going to double it over so that Leah can get the light through the strand so you can see. Often is the case in our studio lighting. Yeah, good. In our studio lighting, you don't always see the true potential of the gemstone. And that's why we give you a 30-day money-back guarantee, because we want to give you the freedom to see the quality of what we can provide. Sometimes the studio lighting just does not do the gemstones any justice. The cameras can't pick up the capacity of colour. And that's just one of those things, you know, studio lighting is bleach lighting. These are genuine gemstones, so therefore genuine light source like sunlight, etc. Do you know the best time to look at your gemstones? If you live in the Northern Hemisphere?
No.
Exactly midday.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's the best temperature of light that there is. So the Kelvin level of light at midday facing northwards, that is your best time to look at your gemstones. Odd, but I'm telling you that's it.
Get your collection out and
That's it.
sit
If you're in
the
the Southern
garden.
Hemisphere, I don't know the answer. I can't remember.
Midnight.
Yeah, exactly. You have here 215 carats of your luxury claret red garnet. And I mean, it is natural Rajasthan colour. You can see that it's Rajasthan because it is that bottle of red wine, but when the light bounces through, you get so much power of colour. Luxury opportunity here that we can bring you. One price tag, straight down we go. Oh, it's good. I mean, you make a piece of jewellery out of that, you are not looking like you have made a £3.95 necklace
No, not at
when
all.
it looks like that.
Gorgeous.
Let me just show that. That cannot look like a £3.95 necklace. You can go to a costume jewellery shop and spend a £5 on a piece of plastic.
Yeah, more
and
than that.
I mean, that's the thing.
Yeah.
It says £3.95 does not normally equate to 200 carats of genuine gemstones in a beautiful feature necklace. It just doesn't.
No.
That's the reality. Huge congratulations if you got that. Gorgeous, gorgeous look. Now we're going straight to another deal, and it is another serious opportunity. What an offer this is. You've got your luxury of amethyst nuggets. Now we're bringing you a wonderful, it's almost, I'd call it bi-colour amethyst.
Yes. Yeah.
Because some of them are deep, some of them are light, some of them are split colours. You've got pinks and purples moving together. I think there is a bi-colour quality about it, and that means that you know you've got an individuality, a personality to this strand. Yeah. It's not one static colour. And we did do amethyst earlier on that had that one static colour. If that's what you like, then we do have that available. But if you want a little bit more of a tonal rarity, or perhaps a variety is maybe the word to describe it, then this is a great strand for you. I mean, I can show you that in this kind of piece. So there, sorry Leah, you can see there the split, and then if I show you this one, you can see the split, you can see the split in that one. So you can see they're all just a little bit different. We're not talking purple, we're talking purple, pinks, we're talking whites,
Lilacs.
we're talking lilacs, lavenders, all mixed together. Wonderful colour tone. And again, when you've got the differentials of colour, what's nice about it is that in reality, is that you then know that they're real.
Yeah.
You know, you can get a lot of fake purple gemstones. Why not get the real deal and know it's the real deal from a strand like this for a price tag of
Wow.
that is £4.45. That is absolutely incredible. £4.45.
Yeah.
I mean, we're rock bottom.
Amethyst, 130 carats.
Yeah, the real deal.
Yeah.
And you're making luxury jewellery. I mean, you could, because of these being so different and so individual. I mean, I'd take that because it's got a really nice flat bottom, and I'd do that.
Yeah.
Look at that for
Works
a ring.
beautifully.
That's an amethyst ring ready to be
Yeah.
made.
You know, the Pope has an amethyst ring.
I know. And if you think about it, you know, if I take that wire, let's just have a quick look. Yeah. So I reckon that 1mm gauge will go through those drill holes. And if that's the case, take that 1mm wire that you've got coming up in the kit,
Yes.
then take one of those stones
Yeah.
and make a ring.
Yeah.
I mean, your quid's in already. Because you could sell that ring for a £5.
Yeah.
You know, and even if you weren't feeling like you didn't want to charge a £5, okay, make 2 rings and sell them for £2.50 each. You're still quids in, aren't you? But that's from one whole strand of luxury amethyst there. Amazing deal. Huge congratulations. Now we've got still plenty more big treats to come. Plenty of rock bottom prices as well, including this next star buy. One of the most heralded gemstones of 2018 into 19 is this gemstone, alongside 3 or 4 variants. So you've got the likes of Amazonite, Aquapraise, Chrysopraise. All of these gemstones sat in the same boundaries of demand. And the industry, and I'm talking about your high-end industry, just went berserk for them.
Wow.
They set a precedent that has never been set for opaque gemstones, which has kind of been it's been wavering that way for probably about 3 or 4 years, maybe even a little bit longer than that, because a lot of the gemstone industry was based around, you know, sparkly clear gemstones that had, you know, that ding ding ding,
Yeah.
ba ba ba, and then there was a sudden like moment where I think that there was a twist, and that twist came by, you know, one designer just brought out one piece of jewellery that made everybody go, whoa, hang on a minute, what do you mean it's not sparkly? What do you mean it's opaque? What do you mean it's got... And then the world suddenly became much more open to the fact that nature actually doesn't do just sparkle.
Yeah.
She does beauty in so many different
In so
diverse
many
ways.
ways.
And this gemstone, as I say, alongside Aquapraise, alongside Amazonite, etc., this gemstone has held a huge prestige in the industry recently. And I guess in some ways when you see it, you'll understand why. You'll truly understand why.
Also the catwalk jewellery from last,
yes,
not the season that's just about to go, but the last catwalk season, which is coming out now, is all opaque.
About this.
Yeah.
Well, it's opaque. Now hang on a minute. When you said the price tag, I've picked up this opaque. Oh no. But this is faceted. It's not, see, I picked up the nuggets because your price tag's based on nuggets. It's priced not so faceted. I like the fact it's definitely the faceted, Vicky. This is one, no. Okay. I don't quite. I feel like I've now bigged up the fact that we
talked about.
Oh, this is just silly. Okay, all I can tell you is this is Chrysocolla, and this is a gemstone that we have an absolute resolve to give you as affordable as we possibly can. But it's one of the most sought after. Opaque gemstones at the moment are absolutely a given. I mean, they are hugely popular. So this has still got the opaque, but this is uplifting to the point where it's almost gem clarity.
I was going to say, it's a little bit Brazilian emerald, isn't it?
And it does have that. But Chrysocolla is opaque as a gemstone.
Yeah.
It is still it's probably slightly more translucent than some of the stones, but this is still classified as an opaque gemstone. Okay. But when you're looking at this level, and as I say, I picked up nuggets simply because the price point is more in reference to nuggets than it is faceted rondelles. I can't believe we're about to do.
As well.
I genuinely can't believe we're about to do what we're about to do. Under £20.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's 30 carats of chrysoprase in your graduated, faceted rondelles. A huge opportunity. It's fresh, it's bright, it's a real collector's stone and a half. Enjoy it, please. Please, please, please do not miss out on this deal. All the way from Australia, we're giving you the ultimate gemstone of choice, and all for under £20. A real treat and a half. The colour is bright, it's illuminating, it's crisp, and yet it's also got that heralded quality of the present time. The jewellery industry right now is absolutely waxing lyrical about this gemstone. Lavian actually brought out a huge collection from Aquapraise, which is obviously the sister, or one would call it, not the brother, but the sister to this gemstone. And they're a significant gemstone, what we'd call a gemstone expert, as well as a jeweller's, and they're using this gemstone in some of their most iconic jewellery, and you can see that across the board. It's a truly prized stone of choice here. I thought that obviously the nuggets were going to go under 20, not the rondelles, but there you go, we're doing it in style tonight. We really are bringing you those big treats under £20. It's on the Late Show, and we've got one more hour of our live show. We will continue all the way through, because don't forget we're on Freeview now 24 hours a day. So if you want to keep watching, keep adding to your order for the day, you can keep on doing that all the way through till midnight tonight. You can keep making the most of that single postage and packing. If you joined us at 8 o'clock this morning with the wonderful Elle, and she's taking you pretty much all the way through the day, the good news is you paid your P&P, now you're adding to your order. A huge opportunity that we have to make the most of this offer. $19.95 is all you pay. Tremendous quality. I mean, if you wanted to really make this strand go far, because of course it's such a statement to the designer world, you could just take 5 of those, place them into a nice slider bracelet.
Absolutely.
Nothing else.
No. And let's say you've got a group of girlfriends, you could, let's say 5 or whatever, you could split that up, and then you would have a special
give them all. That. And it is a status designer stone. It is a statement of luxury, which is why I would place it with silver. My instinct is it's a gemstone. The nuggets, I'd probably say silver plated, but for sterling silver.
No, I agree with you there. Or you could do gold-plated sterling silver, but with the rose gold-plated would look lovely as well.
Yeah. It's got that iconic quality about it. An incredible chance. I mean, look at how it illuminates against the skin in rondelles. And I mean, that's the lovely part about it is that because of that faceted shape and form, you've got so much more potential.
Yeah.
You can do them in drop style earrings as well to give that movement. You've got that signature of quality. Absolutely magnificent. That is your star buy deal. And as I say, I was picking up nuggets based on the price tag of under 20. Certainly was not expecting it to be the faceted rondelles, that is for sure. Let's go to, ooh, these are nice.
Oh, those are cute.
These are lovely. Now they're going to look very, very nice as a separate piece of jewellery each.
Yeah.
How fab is that going to be? You know, a nice single bracelet, just one of them like that on their own. Just that.
Really sweet.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
But then you might actually want to do a full necklace of stars.
Yeah.
You know, just
but
really
you can get really
down.
creative with how you use them in your necklace, can't you?
Well, you can because the drill's right through the centre.
Yeah.
So you can actually tessellate them if you want to
Yes.
interlock them. Or you
Yeah.
could do some like kind of cascading
Yes, or
design.
shooting star kind of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Loads of potential here. And because each one of them have got their own palette, because it's strawberry quartz, you've got that lovely little almost veining quality in each one of them. But some of them are darker, some of them are brighter.
They have a bit of sparkle to them.
Yeah. And that's because they've probably got a little bit of that crackling inside as well, which adds a little bit of flavour. I mean, they do have that little moment of glistening quality.
Yeah.
That one in particular is catching my eye with can you see just inside there, the little glistening qualities? Just gives a little bit of a star effect. And you've got each one of these that holds their own. Now, on this strand, you're getting 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 stars. So you could, if you wanted to, make at least 2 suites of jewellery and have more spare.
Yeah.
You know, if you're going to do one for the wrist, one for the hand, one for the pendant, 2 for the ear, you only need 5.
Yeah.
And a suite of jewellery is ready to be made. I'd perhaps choose, the same colourway because you've got some of the richer, the more intense colours, you've got some of the lighter tones. All of that look for £7.95.
Also quite nice for, let's say for example you've got a child or a daughter who's finishing school or going to the next school and they can gift a piece of jewellery to each of their friends.
Or if it's a good look, you're my shooting star, or a thank you to somebody. Valentine's Day.
Or interviews or...
anything like that.
Valentine's Day is a good one.
You're the star in my life. It doesn't have to be to your partner. It could actually be to your mum or your sister or your bestie, somebody that you just want to say thank you. Thanks for just being that constant star in my life,
like that.
That's a nice... Or alternatively, perhaps if you wanted to, you could do a wish bracelet.
Oh, yes.
Do it on a little cord, wish upon the star.
Oh,
right?
I like it.
You're
on fire tonight.
Aren't I? Bit of creativity going on with me tonight. £7.95. Do you want that little star ring, star bracelet, wish upon the star design? You could do all of that. Congratulations. Now, we have got huge amounts still to fit in on our last live hour of our Sunday show because we've got another feature kit guaranteed to make a huge saving. Should be over £50 this kit and it's going nowhere near. Plus, we have a few little extra deals up our sleeves.
Did you know that if you go to JewelleryMaker.com and sign up to our mailing list, then you'll receive 10% off your first order with us. We'll also keep you updated with special offers, themed shows, program guides and Jewellery Maker tutorials. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates through items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to book towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Jewellery Maker have an extensive range of DVDs for all abilities. Each of our mediums has an introductory DVD to help you get started. If you're already an experienced jewellery maker, we have a collection of projects and more advanced DVDs to take your designs to the next level. So visit our website for more information. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Our brand new Get Started with Jewellery Maker page has been created to provide help and guidance for jewellery making newbies. If you need design suggestions, hints and tips, or help with perfecting your jewellery designs, we're here to help. Head over to facebook.com/getstartedwithjm, where our talented in-house designers are happy to answer your jewellery making questions, offer inspiration, and get you started in your jewellery making journey. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Are you new to Jewellery Maker? For a limited time, we're offering new customers a wonderful free gift. The free gift includes 2 beautiful genuine gemstone strands in an organza bag. As long as you qualify as a new customer and haven't shopped with us before, then your free gift will be automatically added to your order when you make your first purchase. It's really that simple. Gemstone strands are selected at random, so gemstone size, colour and type will vary for each new customer. Why stop there? Once you receive your gemstones, we'd love to see what you create. Share your designs with us via our Facebook page and join our creative community of jewellery makers. Start your jewellery making journey with us today. Create, wear, share.
The first thing I have to say is this kit, it's the centrepiece of this kit.
Yes, I know. Do you know, it's almost like when they put the kit together, they were reading my mind, because I've fallen in love with this gemstone.
It's a dream,
and
isn't
I
it?
haven't had it in a kit or had a chance to play with it, and there it came.
Oh,
yes.
And it is a real green.
Yes, it really
of
is.
a strand.
Yeah.
When you look at it, there is no surprise this is one of our top sellers. There is no surprise at all that this, I mean, really, in terms of putting this into a kit, it's kind of, in some ways, it's just showing you the testament of our kit team that have enough about them to go, you know what, we know that this is one of your signature gemstones that you love, and we know this is one of the ultimate strands that you love working with, so let's make it into the ultimate kit. And it is genuinely, it's a priced kit that actually I could justify just on this strand alone.
I would agree with you there, yeah.
You know, that one signature of quality that this lace agate can offer is just, it's a sensation really, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the one thing about it is that when you're working with a gemstone that has a banding to it, especially such a unique banding like this one is that the quality of your jewellery is just going to be inspired by that dynamic.
Yeah. Well, it's a focal point, and the colour and that banding make it kind of ethereal, don't they? It's kind of angelic. It's pure somehow. So that's where, in the designs that I've created, it's fluid and it's got movement and it's the waves and it's exactly what it just kind of lends itself to.
It really holds its quality in such a very simple way that it then facilitates designs that allow that to be either much more impacting or actually very, very simple. And I like the fact that both of your neckline pieces show the differential.
Yes.
You've got that tendency to go wow, but then you've also got the ability to go wow in a single drop design. And you've got both of those pieces beautifully flowing with the addition of the pearls. And these are, I mean, if you're going to go with pearls, you're going to go with this size of pearl because they are wonderfully additional gemstones to have in any design. I would choose seed beads like this or rice pearls, however you want to call it. I'd choose these as my accent gemstone above and beyond anything else.
Yeah, because it's versatile. You can add it into the jewellery like I've done. You can stitch it onto, let's say, a veil. You can use them just on their own in a little bracelet. Such a versatile size of bead that.
And it's one of those that if you're adding pearl to anything, you're adding quality,
Luxury.
you're adding finesse, you're adding luxury, exactly.
Yeah.
And in this combination, just adding a pearl in this style is just elevating and elevating.
Totally.
A gemstone that already has an extraordinary elevation anyway, it just adds to that fabulousness. And then we add further. And that's the lovely thing, is that we add in your shell pearls, but they are silver shell pearls, and they have such a wonderful metallic palette to them. I mean, it really is quite the most loveliest of colour combinations and textures, this kit. And it all drives from that centre strand, that signature strand. Now this strand alone has proven to be one of our biggest top sellers, so there is no need for us to mess around with the price tag on this kit, because truthfully this strand has enough about it. We're adding in, of course, with it being wire weekend, we are adding in another lot of wire, which includes 10 metres of your 1mm gauge in your silver plated round copper wire, and on top of that another 10 metres of your 0.4mm in your silver plated round copper wire. All of this comes in at £48.25. So that's your price tag, £48.25. I mean, look at that. Look at that ring. I mean, that is a phenomenal look for £48.25, right? No. How do you fancy us giving you one of the biggest savings of the night in this kit deal? This is your ultimate evening offer. It's your Sunday saver opportunity. Massive price drop to £24.95. We're taking a whopping plummet. We're pretty much halving the price.
Amazing, isn't it? Yeah.
I mean, if I give you some kind of sense of pricing, as I say, that one strand on its own is £20.
Yeah.
That strand significantly has sold in a huge amount at £20 on its own.
Blue lace is just so beautiful.
Yeah, but then that means that I'm doing 2 lots of wire, 2 lots of pearls. I'm doing that for £5.
Yeah, amazing.
I mean, that does not come to £5, does it?
No.
I mean, the strand of those beautiful rice pearls, that could be a £5 deal. But to put them all together and
just
guarantee
some wire for free.
I mean, absolute statement opportunity that we're bringing you here. And it's not like it's itsy bitsy teeny wire either.
No.
It's 10 metres of 1mm.
Yeah.
I mean, that's torque wire, isn't it? That's wire that can give you strength and structure. It's then got the 0.4 that gives you the binding, the weaving qualities to your jewellery designs. This is jewellery to be made. I mean, this is ready to be made qualities of a kit. And you've got all of this with a rock bottom plummet. We have just taken pretty much a huge half price offer on this exclusive opportunity. What a deal it is. I mean, I'm just holding precedent that could be £24.95 and we'd still justify it.
Yeah,
but no,
easily.
No. So much more. And when you start to look at the jewellery that you've designed, the qualities of each moment, of each piece, the ring there, that solitaire ring, that ring looks like it can hold its own, in terms of the size of the stone, the pearls that surround it. We've added elegance into this in every moment of the design. And then within that, we're at £24.95.
I know. It's crowning the night, isn't it?
Yeah. An absolute feature opportunity. I'm going to keep going back to the fact 2, 4, 6, 8. You've got 10 of those luxury blue lace agates. That could be, if you wanted it to be, 10 signature pieces of jewellery. Yeah. Because each one of those, like you've shown us in that ring, can be a showcase piece of jewellery. Each one of those doesn't have to work with anything else, but be a statement piece. Yeah. And that ring there says to you, how many do you want to make? 10, no problem. How much do you want to charge? Well, you could charge a tenner. So that's £100.
Yeah.
You're £75 in your pocket,
It's amazing,
really.
actually, when you put it like that.
Yeah, and you've got way more than that because you've got the pearls
Yeah.
and all sorts. But, you know, just give that idea
Yeah.
and you've got some serious jewellery to be made. Huge congratulations if you've already confirmed. As I say, pretty much halved the price of the bundle. If we were sitting at the website right now, we would be buying these separately and we would be paying £48 plus. Instead, you get the deal price on the kit from us to you for £24.95. So what are we going to learn?
So I'm going to show you how to do that weaving, the kind of pearl
weave.
going, yeah.
Yes.
And then if we've got time, I'll show you the round part of the toggle
Okay.
clasp. So what I've got is I've taken a long strip of the 0.4mm wire and I've doubled it over. Okay, so doubled it over and we're going to work from the middle bit there. I'm actually going to create a little loop on that, a little wire wrap loop, pretty much like we did in the first demo, but it's quick and easy. So if we put our round nose ply into the middle of that and then just bring the two ends together. It's a bit awkward because you've got quite a long bit of wire to work with, but bring it nice and taut around there and then bring the tail around. So you just do a few wraps. Keep it nice and neat and tight. The first one's a bit tricky, but then once you've got one, and then it gets easier. And that's just going to secure the wire together, and it's our starting point. Okay, keeping it nice and neat. 2 or 3 wraps is absolutely fine. That's all you really need. There you go. Now this could be, I'm just doing 3 beads in a row. On one of those necklaces I did 5, on one I did 3. You could do a whole bracelet with this technique. So it's just a continuous pattern. So onto the 2 strands, I'm just going to trim that down so that they are the same length. And I'm going to slide on one of the shell pearls. If you bring it together, it makes it easier. And what you'll notice with the shell pearls, as with many of the drills, you've got one side that's actually got a clearer hole. So go with that side first, and then you can split your wire. And then add on your first beautiful blue lace agate bead. Slide that all the way down to your shell pearl. And then we're going to start to add our little small pearls. Now, you might have learnt this before, but the best way to actually thread them on is grab a bunch together, I'd say about 3 or 4, and you can pinch them together and try and keep them so that they're aligned, so that the holes are all together, and if you're lucky, they'll just go straight through. Fingers crossed, but chances are
It doesn't.
I've twisted my finger and that's not going to work. What you can also do is this little trick. Now, I'm not sure if it'll work so well with this, but let's try it. If you line up your wire and you slide that onto there you go. You can actually thread them onto the wire like that. That's a really good trick. Pinch the wire there, and then you've got to feed it down, and then you have to continuously marry it up. So this is pretty nifty as well. Especially if you're struggling with your eyesight, and when you're trying to find the threading holes, this one's a little bit easier. Sometimes you get a bit of a dud pearl and it doesn't actually want to thread on. So I just take that pearl off and I continue with another one.
And how many are you putting on? Just enough to make the arc?
Yes, now that's a good question because the pearls are natural, they vary in size. So I can't say exactly how many because they might vary.
Yep.
Also, the lace agate beads vary in size. I'm going to let that one go. Thank you.
Got it. Had me drink, but also got the pearl. I mean, that's the way to
you
do
are
it.
really
I'm
juggling.
I'm good when you take us out to the bar. Keep me drinking.
No
my hand.
spillage here.
That's it. Catch it.
Okay, so I'm going to get a few more on there. It's looking good. That's loaded up quite well. Okay, nice. Let's see how many we're going to need. So bring that down and bring it round your agate. Make sure your agate's nice and taut up against your shell pearl. And that's probably good, actually. I don't really want any more because otherwise you get more of a loop. Oh, sorry about that. I'll bring that higher up on the desk. So that's actually perfect. So then I bring the 2 strands of wire together again and I slide on another shell pearl. Thank you for the catch. And bring that down to where they all meet together. Now, what I actually want to do to keep the pearls in position is where I've used one strand to thread those small pearls, I'm actually going to use that strand to put my blue lace agate on for the next stage, because if I continued with the little pearls on that, it will twist around a lot more.
Yeah.
So by using the big bead on there, it locks it into position. So I'm going to swap it around so that then becomes the purling, the tiny pearl seed bead, and then that becomes the blue lace agate. And don't worry if they move out of position. We can sort that out when we get the next bead on. There we go. So pull that down, and then we move it on. So now I'm going to continue with the small pearls around on the bottom of that bead there.
Yeah.
So it's going to take a while. So do you have something that you might want to sell, or?
Why not? Why not? Shall we do the, which ones? Oh, yeah. These nuggets are amazing. Now you've got here an incredible feature strand of Chrysocolla, and this is a gemstone that is really quite unique. It's got that similarity. It's that same principle as Chrysocolla, chrysoprase. It's got the same qualities as your aquaprase, your amazonite, all of those similar properties. Now I've got a bit of a quality that you have here about this deal. These have been so well received that we have just shy of 45 left. That's it.
Wow.
That's all I have left. So well received that this deal is most certainly going to be a sell-out offer. When you see this price tag, Chrysocolla under £5.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, this is a collector's gemstone, right? This is a gemstone that you talk about from designer perspective, and we talk about some of the biggest names. We talked about this, with the likes of Lavienne. You're talking about the names of the hierarchy in the jewelry world, designing with gemstones like this. Oh my goodness me. I don't know whether you'll see a deal like this again. I don't know. I've got people multi-purchasing, not just multi-purchasing a little bit, a lot of multi-purchasing on this deal, and rightly so. We've just gone to £4.95. A huge opportunity, and a gemstone that if you've already got Chrysocolla once, when a price tag like this comes in at £4.95, that is ridiculous, isn't it?
That is ridiculous. Really?
You just do not see this gemstone going to that price point. Loads of multi-buys, twos. Leslie, congratulations. Janet and John, 2. Amanda's bought 2 buys in Cornwall, Norfolk, Lanarkshire, West Lothian. Loads of people reacting to this deal at £4.95. And I think the good thing about this is that it's a gemstone that has a signature of a design, hasn't it?
It does, yeah, it really does. And it's funny because, as you said, there's so many gemstones that have a similar quality, they have a similar makeup, but this is very identifiable.
Well, I think the interesting thing about for this gemstone in particular is that it really has got that palette of quality, textured quality.
Yeah.
And, if I think about aquaprase, or if I think about the likes of chrysoprase, it has a beautiful tonal, one would call it opaque quality, but it doesn't have a pattern or a print. This is patterned, this is tonal printed qualities as well, so really different. I've never seen it go to £4.95 before. I mean, literally never seen anything like this before. Lots and lots of people who've also agreed with me on this one, multi-buying. If you buy 2 strands, you're paying less than £10 for that opportunity. An incredible deal there for £4.95. Congratulations if you got that. Let's go to... Wow.
That is divine.
Looks like sodalite.
Yeah.
It looks like... It does look... I mean, it's got that... It's almost like bone china-like quality.
Yes, it really does.
And if you say to me bone china gemstones, then I say sodalite. But this is actually... This is blue jasper. Wow. You have here I mean, it's almost like porcelain, Jasper.
Yeah,
That's the way to describe it.
it really is.
I've never seen blue jasper like this before. I've never seen anything. I mean, Sodalite, yes, and Sodalite has got that palette, but Sodalite's normally a bit of a more of a whiter backdrop, whereas this is definitely blue. I mean, this is blue on blue rather than white on blue, so there is a differential. But I've never seen blue jasper like this, which is wonderful because it's really lovely to to sit here for coming up to the 9th year and then still bringing you something that I've never seen before, which is a great. Oh my life. Which is even better when it's £2.95. I mean, you could make yourself just something like that and let the gemstone do the talking.
That's amazing.
That's
actually.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's exactly what I would do with that.
You know, a couple of bracelets, a couple of pairs of earrings, job done. It's cost you £2.95. I mean, you can't think of much easier jewellery to make and something as simple and stylish as that. Going to go really well with many of the deals that we've offered you so far today. You know, loads of the lovely blue tones that you think about that we've had from a variety of the different qualities of gemstone, and the pearls exactly, or the blue lace agate. All of this could be complementing this £2.95 deal. I mean, you just say £2.95 and you just don't equate that to 10mm rounds of any gemstone, let alone of that wonderful porcelain style of jasper. Congratulations, I like it. I like a good deal like that one.
Absolutely.
We'll keep that on the graphics. You can see there, so you can grab hold of that deal at £2.95. If you want the kit, which we're working around tonight, brand new deal on this one, because you've got the blue lace agate. Now that blue lace agate, that sells on its own at £20. The whole kit together is £24.95. So you know that you're getting lots for your money on this one. Blue lace agate plus your pearls, plus your rice pearls, and on top of that you get 2 lots of wire. All for £24.95. So if you would like to add it to your order, free phone number at the bottom of the screen there, you can dial, or you can join us at JewelleryMaker.com. So you've set it in the wave.
Yeah, so I've actually just completed the wave.
You've just done exactly the same.
Exactly the same thing, and done it 3 times over. As I said, you can repeat it however many times you need for your design.
Yes.
So now I'm finishing it off with a shell pearl. And I'm going to do another wrapped loop, okay? And this could be part of the design of a collar style necklace. It could be a bracelet section. It could go that way around. So it really could be anything. Or you could do 2 of those and have an earring.
You can almost imagine that as a choker right across the neckline.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, like
there's so much potential.
Yeah, beautiful.
So again, like I did before, I'm going to do a little wrap loop with my round nose pliers and a double strand. So it's around the pliers, pinching it in there. Now I don't have to connect it to anything, so I haven't got to panic about connecting the chain. Try and wrap it around as neatly as you can. And it's just a small section, so trim it off. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually connect a toggle, a toggle clasp onto that we're going to make, or I'm going to make and show you how to make. There you go. Now I will flatten that down to make it a little bit safer and neater. But the toggle is made with the 1mm wire. So I'll pop that to one side for now. And I'm just going to grab a mandrel. And you can make that toggle any size you want. Now that mandrel that we've got here is actually quite chunky on the top there. So we could work on that. In fact, I will do that because that's the mandrel that we're all familiar with. Make a little loop on your 1mm wire first. So wire in between the pliers. Twist your pliers all the way around until it touches on the other side. And then you want to change that P shape into an O. So put the wire 1 prong into the loop, 1 prong where the 2 wires meet on the outside, and put a little bend in that neck there where the wires meet. So you're putting pressure on that side. And then I'm actually going to feed that wire through the loop. And then I'm going to slide that onto the mandrel. Okay. And that will actually form the basis of the toggle. Okay. So pulling it around nice and tightly. Pulling it so it's really round. And just checking that the shape is as you want it to be. Okay, now what I'm going to do to make sure that it locks into place, I'm actually going to make that a right angle bend. So hold the loop and bend the wire at a right angle, and that should keep it in position. If that isn't quite the shape that you like, you can actually put it back on the mandrel and get a plier or a hammer, and hammer that more rounded. I'm just going to grab, this is a hide hammer, and you can tap it on your mandrel so that it's a better shape. Okay, and then take it off your mandrel, and you're actually going to do another loop on there. So to create a loop, you need around about 1 centimetre above where your bend is. And again, with your round nose pliers, pinching the wire in between the plier, bending the loop so it bends all the way around. And again, you want to create a little bend in the neck there and close that up. So it's a nice completed loop, and actually then you can correct it by bending it forward, because the loop is going to hold it into position. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some pearl detail onto that, and I'll use the 0.4mm wire. And to connect that onto there, you can actually slide that up through the loop there, take the tail, and then actually just wrap that round underneath the top loop a couple of times, so it's anchoring that bit of wire there. Trim off the excess, and then you can start to add on your pearls. Okay, and it's really just a case of adding and wrapping. So grab a pearl, slide it on through the drill hole, and then when you get it down to the wire, what you want to do is actually fold it so that the pearl is sitting sideways on, and then do a few wraps. So bend it at a nice right angle, feed it through the loop, holding the pearl so it's actually on the outer side of your loop, and do 2 to 3 wraps. If you're struggling with the actual getting the wire through, make sure you're pushing it through at a loop rather than tail first, because actually it gets the condition of the wire, keeps the condition of the wire quite neat. Once you've done a couple of wraps, you just add on another pearl, and you continue that technique all the way around until you get to the other side, and you just finish it off by wrapping it. And then what you get is this really lovely, it's almost like a Tudor style toggle. And I'm just going to grab the one that I made earlier on the sample, and I'll take it apart. So if you actually have a look here with the toggle apart, it's actually a really beautiful piece, isn't it? That on its own could be a pendant or a pair of earrings.
Yeah, I thought that. Yeah, it's exactly what I felt about it.
So, and then to do the T-bar, I'll just quickly put that together. So that's your T-bar there. Okay. Very simple. So,
let me take that for you.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, and then another bit of the thicker wire.
So this is the 1mm gauge, isn't it?
It's the 1mm gauge, yeah. Now, with the T-bar, it's a little bit of a tricky thing, because you've got to get the T-bar to the right size to fit into the loop so it doesn't pop out.
Okay.
And it's always a little bit difficult to know what to do. But if you have your loop to hand, you basically want to start with the middle of the T-bar first, that section there. And so I know that I'm going to bend it at about that point first. So bend it at a right angle, and then again bring it down and flatten it down there. So that's one side. I'm just going to check that again. So it's going to pop out there, and I'm going to use that point that I've just marked out with my finger to do another right angle bend. So using my flat pliers, getting them into there, doing a right angle bend outwards. Okay, and making sure that it's bending down in the direction I want. Now you could either use your eye, or you can use a ruler.
Yeah, see, I'm a ruler.
Yeah, whatever works for you, because I have tried it by eye, and it's a bit tricky to get it spot on. So that's worked out to be about 13mm. So let's do that. So I'll do it that way, 13mm, about there, right angle bend, and bend it over again.
It just gives you the precision, doesn't it?
Yeah,
especially on something like a
hopefully.
T-bar.
Although I've just gone a little bit shorter there, but it's okay, you get what I'm saying. So T-bar it down, flatten it down a bit more, And then same thing again, pinch it there. It's a bit tricky to pinch it that way. It wants to twist. So if you pinch it side on, you can actually bend your wire out to the side, and then you can bend it down. It's absolutely fine. There you go. And then once you've got those bends, squish this all up together so it's nice and neat. Now I didn't measure particularly well, but then you take one of the sides and you actually want to then start to wrap that around the tail. So pinch it there and then do a little wrap there so it's nice and secure. You can do it 2 or 3 times, or you could make it longer if you wanted to make a feature out of it. Trim it down, and then you want to just add a loop. So 1 centimetre above, trim that down again, and then with your round nose pliers, add a little loop onto there. And correct it so it's a nice straight loop. And let's say this was a bracelet.
Yeah.
You would open up your loop by twisting that forward, connecting it onto here, and then you do the same with the round part of your toggle on the other side. So obviously this is yet to be finished, but we will do that at a later stage. Open up your loop by twisting it forward, connecting it onto your other side, and then closing it up. So this could be the back of the necklace, it could be the feature of the necklace, it could be the back of a bracelet, it could be all sorts of things.
See, there's so much potential there, isn't there?
I mean, it's endless, really. So,
especially when you've got the potential of being able to do an eye and a toggle like that. Actually, that could be multi-ways of diversifying your designs.
Absolutely, and as we were saying, that could have been the collection. That could have been earrings,
truly,
and pendants, and all sorts of things.
And especially if you then brought them all together with the same clasp.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing is that if you want to create a collection that has some kind of synergy, if you want the bracelet that goes with the necklace, you can almost instantly do that when you've got a signature of a clasp.
A lot of designers do that. They have the signature findings, finishings.
The finishings, and it's the finishings that almost bring it all together.
And then
really.
You know, oh, that was designed by so and so because
exactly, it's got that little moment, of detail.
Yeah.
It says, Hayley, thank you. It's nice to see different ways of making findings, and I think that even I could make this toggle class.
Yes, you can, Liz. Absolutely, well done. It's a pleasure.
And I do actually think that it's really interesting because just watching you do that clasp, it makes me. It does remind me that we have got loads of findings, but when you've got wire, you can make your own findings.
Absolutely.
Never ever be put off by that I don't have a finding thing. When you've got a reel of wire like that, you have so much potential.
Yeah, you can make earring hooks, you can make your own jump rings, you can make everything.
A little bit of everything. It's there. It's actually just sometimes for almost thinking outside the box, isn't it? And showing us that, then we've definitely got that freedom.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
Pleasure.
Loved it. We have got loads still to fit in this hour. Now, are we going to go for the twist of the night?
Oh.
Do you want to know what the twist of the night is? Last half an hour live. Everything under 5.
Woohoo!
Oh, under 5. Right then. So, with that in mind, everything you're about to see is going under £5. You have to be quick. Fastest to confirm, big deal offers, see it, want it, go for it. Last half hour of the live show this weekend. It's been a huge weekend, so many great deals to be had. But why not finish it with the cherry on top of the cake by under 5 half hour blitz. Everything you see, you want, and if you want it, you know where the price is going. First come, first served, 160 carats of your golden yellow tiger's eye nuggets, 8x9 to 14x10. They're not small nuggets, my lad, is it?
Not.
14x10 is not a small nugget.
No.
That is a sizable centerpiece for your collection, for your design. And all of this, look, see, I love that one. Look at that.
Yes.
That's a beauty.
I mean, that's a tiger's eye.
Yeah, that's a tiger's eye that I'd put in a ring, just like that. And then you'd sell that, surely, for a £5. Surely. And then it's just that one piece there, sat into a little bit of silver. Job's done.
Stunning.
£4.95. £4.95. Well, to be honest, with that one centre stone, with that just that one, I think you've got something special going on.
Yeah.
I do think there's loads of potential there. I mean,
I also feel like although Tiger's Eye, and we're pricing it at that, for me, I want to put it with sterling silver because it is a special stone.
I like the fact that some of these have actually been, can you see how they've been drilled top to bottom rather than straight through? Can you see how they actually almost like stack on top of each other? So if you wanted to do something just along those lines, you know, choose and pick your pieces that have that layering effect. Look amazing. £4.95.
Big necklace.
Nice.
Yeah.
You like more signature jewellery,
I like statement pieces.
Yeah.
I mean, when I'm doing fine jewellery, I like delicate, but when I'm doing fashion, boom.
Go big.
It's fun though, isn't it?
Yeah, go big or go home. £4.95 is all you pay. Golden yellows for this Tiger's Eye. Every single one is different, and every single one has got a guaranteed moment of, what would you call it, almost holographic-like tendencies. You know, the light moving over the surface is
There's actually a bit of red in that, isn't there?
Yeah, isn't there?
Yeah.
Gorgeous look. Now, as I say, the whole of this half an hour is under £5. So everything you're going to see is under £5. So if you, as soon as you like it, as soon as you see it, just go for it. You know where the price at. Yeah, see, you know where the price is going. No hesitation. Go for it. Under £5, guaranteed. We're starting with another treat for colour to be infused into your designs, for brightness, for lift, for wonderful, almost jelly-like qualities. You know, there's that little bit of a haziness inside these that just give, I would almost call it jelly opal-esque textures. But actually this is carnelian, and carnelian, probably one of the most idolised gemstones from the Victorian era, one of the most highly prized stones, more prized than probably some of your most expensive gemstones around. I mean, these are gorgeous in that citrus. Now, we did carnelian rounds earlier on, and those were a little bit more orangey, weren't they, with the burnt ember tones, whereas this is perhaps a little bit more citrus, a little bit more lemony fresh, you know, got a brightness to it. Look at some of the shapes that you have there. Again, because they're nuggets, it means that you know that they're real, and that's where the shape allows you to design with nobody questioning, are they real? People will know instantly that these are genuine gemstones. They'll know instantly that there's something special. They won't know that it's under £5 though, will they? They won't look at the jewellery that you've made.
Even under £4.
Yeah, exactly. Not even just under £5, under £4. We take you, that's 150 carats of your carnelian nuggets. The wonderful quality that we have here is citrus explosions of little flashes of oranges, flashes of golden tones, but citrus is the heart of this, ready for springtime. There are daisies and daffodils and there are crocus out.
Yes.
That means we are getting towards that springtime.
I saw lambs the other day. Yes. It's spring.
Is it official spring yet though?
No.
I don't think it is it? But it is if you've seen a lamb. Okay, I'll take that. That's a lamb that wishes it was still in its mummy's tummy. It's like
it probably will when the snow comes again.
No, it's cold. It's cold. £3.95 is all you pay for this springtime lift. This wonderful daffodil and daisy-like quality. You can almost do a little daisy chain of this as well, couldn't you? You know, do a nice, just simple, gentle bracelet, sort of like that. Yeah. Gorgeous, look, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Right, onwards we go. Ooh,
now, I've been eyeing these out all night. They're beautiful. Amazing. Can't believe they're going under.
Look at that. Wonderful.
Stunning.
I mean, you could go to a very well-known department shop, which I have recently been to, and go to their concessions area for jewellery. And you could pick up, not a necklace, a bracelet, and you could spend a serious amount of money. I mean, to the point where I was quite, like, a little bit put out. I mean, slightly, like, you know, a little bit offended by the whole principle. Because I really like the department shop. Really, really like it. Like, going there, I like what they do. I was just a little bit put out by the fact that it was fake stuff for very expensive prices.
Yeah.
And it was a bracelet, and that was all it was. It was just a bracelet.
Taking the mick.
Yeah, and here we are. We're giving you everything you want in terms of the visual impact of shell pearl. We're giving you that ivory, almost that wedding-esque quality. We're saying £5. That's giving you exactly what you want, exactly the right price tag, isn't it?
Yeah.
Giving you the quality, giving you the finesse, giving you all the look, but saying we have got a one-off deal for you. We're going to go straight in on this price tag, quantity-wise.
Wow. Again,
Quantity-wise,
under 4.
no way that we're going to have enough. We've got double figure quantity on this. Even if I thought that I had, you know, a couple of hundred, I don't think it would be enough at this price point. £3.96. Go into that simple thought process of make it into a bracelet, put that bracelet into that said department shop and a concession stand and think of the price tag that they're adding. I mean, honestly, they're going to ask another 0 on that price tag. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, Liz in Kent says there's price
Yes,
madness
there is.
around. Quite right. We like that though. Sunday evening, I mean, there can be a lull on a Sunday evening, can't they?
Yeah.
It's that the week's about to begin,
Yeah.
everything's about to kick off again, you know, you don't know where you're going to be, left, right and centre, you don't know what the week's going to hold, you know. Sunday evening, sometimes there's a moment where you just feel a little bit,
Yeah.
today, because you're £3.95.
Yeah.
We're in the midst of price madness, according to Liz, and I agree. I concur. An amazing deal to be had here. Now, of course, we don't cap quantity, so if you do want to buy more than one of this strand, it's a single postage and packaging that you're paying, and you can add to your order as many times as you like, and we can give you the freedom to maximise on this deal. If you've bought at 8 o'clock this morning with a lovely L, maybe 12 o'clock this afternoon, 3 o'clock, whenever you joined us, and you paid your first postage and packing of the day, it's the only postage and packing of the day. So you can keep on adding, especially on evenings like this when we're doing like the next 20 minutes is now full of under £5 deals, under £4 on this opportunity. You can add as many times as you like and still pay only one postage and packing. Let's go to, ooh, which one? Oh yes, okay.
It's pretty.
It's a really pretty piece, isn't
Yeah,
it?
really.
And I mean, part of me wants to go there, part of me, so I'm going to say you're not going to buy one of these. I actually think what you could do, especially for the size,
Oh, yeah. That's
with some
gorgeous.
wire work, I mean, you've learned some really good techniques today. Some wire work, you could go straight to the hand on this. You know, net it perhaps and surround it like a halo, prong set it if you would like.
Yeah.
There's loads of potential.
If you've done some stone setting before, you can create your own bezel, or you can probably buy. What's the measurement? Yeah, that's a standard size. You can.
It's calibration,
yeah,
isn't it? 20
absolutely.
by 30.
So there's loads of ways around that, isn't there?
Yeah, a calibration in a gemstone is essentially there are some very well-known sizes for gemstones to be set in, and so if it's calibrated, it means that you can go and you can buy an actual setting that's already done on a ring shank, and all you need to do is place the gemstone into that setting, close up the little prongs, and you're done.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's that simple.
Yeah.
So if you want to keep
And
it
some
simple,
of that gallery
you can do
wire that we've had before, that would look amazing on
that
there,
would look
wouldn't it?
amazing around that. You've got so many different ways to be able to embrace the beauty of this cabochon. I'll just profile it and show you all the way around. So it's a flat bottom, it's got that wonderful dome, and then it's got that extended, so it's 20 by 30, so 2 centimetres by 3 centimetres essentially. A big 15 carat centre stone, all for one price tag, and that price tag is under £5. That's why you've got the freedom to perhaps think about it on the hand. Think of it as a cuff piece for the wrist. Think of it as a nice centerpiece for the neckline. You know, you've got some wonderful pearls earlier on in that kit. And in that kit,
Yes,
if you wanted
there
to,
you go.
you could halo it. And we've learned how to do that because you showed us how to do
Yeah.
half of that design
Yes.
with the wave. One presumes I can do that in the whole
You
design.
can do the whole way around,
All the way
absolutely,
around.
yeah.
And we could do it something like that, like with the ring, but you could just halo it.
And Claire's got one of her DVDs shows you how to create the prong that you could do underneath it and then halo around the prong.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, perfect. £4.95 is all you pay. You could buy 3 of these, do one for the ring, one for the wrist, one for the neckline, and it's going to look sensational. And you've only paid £15 for all 3. If you'd like to do, you know, the nice thing is though, this price tag, if you've made a piece of jewellery, say for example there, and you get compliments, if you've bought more than one and somebody says, can you make me one?
Yeah.
The answer is yes. And it's only, you know, it's £5 sitting there waiting for somebody to say, can you make me? I pretty much guarantee that because of the way that that gemstone is going to capture people's attention, if you do something really classic as just a simple setting on a ring like that, I'll guarantee somebody's going to say, that's lovely. Where did you get it from? Oh, I made it. Oh, could you make me one? And when you say yes and actually charge them, even if you just charge them the price of the actual ingredients, if you're charging them up £5, £6, £7 for that, but you could though, couldn't you?
You could do, yes.
You know, if you wanted to just enjoy the journey of making jewellery and not, you know, make a profit.
If it's for a mate, that's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It's a new businesswoman. She's like that. No, you could do that, but I wouldn't do that. I mean, I wouldn't make that.
Don't undervalue your time.
Ever. No, you're quite right though. You're quite right. But I do think there's a lot of us, like for myself, I don't make jewellery to make money. I just make jewellery because I quite enjoy it. And what's nice about it is just that if I make something that somebody likes, it's actually even more of a pleasure.
100%.
To then have that
that's
moment.
Really true.
Where it's not about the money.
It's about the special, the process and the giving.
The journey of making jewellery is just as rewarding as wearing it. I think sometimes. I do think.
I totally agree.
Right, let's go. Oh, sticking with the same idea of the cabochon.
Oh yes. Oh, that's nice.
Now this is your dog tooth amethyst pear shape cabochon. Same principles have got to apply, really, haven't they?
Yeah.
But look at the patterning inside there. And that's going to let the light bounce and ricochet in a very different way. Dogtooth being that you've got that almost that matrix inside, you know, texturing inside the stone that gives it much more of a unique shaded quality. The variety of tone moves through the gemstone in a very different way. You've got that whole look. It's an 18 by 25 mil stone. Dogtooth pear-shaped cabochon that you have there. One price tag, 10 carats in a solitaire. It's not exactly little, is it? There's a size piece. £3.95 is all you're going to pay. I mean, that's going to look amazing on the hand.
Yeah.
There you go. Maybe you make one piece with that last cabochon in the oval, and you could say, oh well, I can't make the exact, but I do have an alternative, you know, and we do that.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Do it that way.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely.
I can make you something similar. And you have this one sitting there, the cabochon. Something unique. I can do something different. I'll have to charge you for that, though. See? Exactly. Got Hayley's thoughts there. Got to charge. Make sure you charge. £3.95 is all you pay for that wonderful cabochon. And again, you know, because of the shape, if you wanted to, you could put it as a teardrop as well as wearing it as a pear shape. And that means you've got potential to really play with the textures of the design elements that you put into your pieces. £3.95, congratulations. Let's go straight on to the next deal, and that next deal is they're nice. Look how lustrous they are.
Nuggets as well, aren't they?
Oh, there's some serious. And the thing is that you notice the size because you can see the luster. You can see normally like little chips and nuggets, kind of you don't get quite as much impact. Here, look at the luster. Look at that. Look at the size of those facets.
Yeah.
And they're not. I mean, they're not actually faceted really. They're literally just open textures of size and faces as they're called. But all of those are really quite sublime. Big look that you have there, mind. Dramatic look that you have. And in terms of length, let me just hold it out for you. You're looking here at 82 by 86 centimetre length.
Wow.
I mean, that's heading towards a metre, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's heading towards a metre. That can give you a lariat necklace. That can give you a lovely dynamic of anybody who likes to work with memory wire, and especially if you're just getting started into jewellery making, memory wire is a brilliant addition to your design because you can really get texture from a memory wire bracelet or necklace, but without having to do too much, because of course with these nuggets the shape and the form will work for you. They'll already create a movement over the top and etc. 260 carats of your black agate in your small nuggets. Small? No. You can't call them small. I mean, they're up to 6 by 9.
Well, I suppose why they said small nuggets, because they're not chips. They're not...
Small nuggets, So if you were called chips, then we'd be questioning it.
Yes.
So you've got, yes, okay, I'll take that. But I still would say small and medium.
No.
Medium to the cusp, really, actually. So not small, that's for sure, in terms of the visual impact you're going to be able to create. £2.95 is all you pay. So it's 260 carats of this fantastic feature gemstone. Look at the movement that you're going to get just from a little, you know, if we just do a little inch or two, you can see there how the light's just going to just bounce over each one of them. That is good, isn't it? Seriously good.
Yeah.
Big reaction to this one, rightly so. Stay on the phone lines if you're joining us. Congratulations, Yorkshire, Kent, you've got yours. Suffolk's confirmed on this one as well. Buyers who haven't yet checked out, make sure you check out your baskets, because of course the deal is only yours when you check out your baskets. So that's £2.95 while stocks last. Congratulations if you got that. Now these are quite fabulous. We've worked with tubes today.
Yes, I'm loving the tubes today.
We've worked with cubes today.
Tubes and cubes.
Tubes and cubes, and now we're going back to the tubes. And look at those labradorite tubes. I mean, top gemstone for workable style, for stylish look. An amazing quality. Look at the shape to work with. I'll show you the nice internal diameter of the drill hole as well, because actually I think you might want to work with these with cords and threads as well as working them with your wires and your threads.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Definitely.
Because there's almost, you can almost imagine these being in, you could do gents jewellery with some nice, nice solid cords and threads and things like that. I don't think quite thick enough for perhaps the likes of what's the word I'm thinking of? Suede cord.
Oh yes.
But I think you'd be able to work the suede cord alongside it in terms of if you wanted to work the tubes with. I do think there's probably
like
a potential
channel
there.
set type thing.
Yeah, exactly. Something a little bit funky like that would look amazing. And because it's labradorite, it's ladies and gents, isn't it? It's a unisex kind of a gemstone.
The green is coming out quite strongly in that, isn't it? So really you could enhance that, or bring in a smoky quartz and make it a bit more tonal.
Nice.
So it's a really nice colour.
It's a lovely naturalistic quality about it.
Things.
When we think about it, we normally think of it being silvery, don't we?
Yeah.
Silver with a blue reflection. But this is, you're right, it's got a little bit
mossy
more of a...
way,
agreed. Yeah, much more textured. These are your labradorite tubes that you have here, Madagascan quality, so you can really see that natural tone to this gemstone. And because they are tubes, you've got these as spacers, you've got these as features of design elements in so many different ways that perhaps some of your more classic shapes of beads, like your rounds, etc., would offer you. £4.95 is already pay. Another chance to add to your order, another chance for you to experience the quality of our gemstones. If you've never tried us before, well, this is a great way to introduce ourselves to you. For under £5, you can give us a go, or alternatively, of course, if you have given us a go and you know how good we are, well, you can add to your order on that single P&P that we've offered you all day today. Fantastic feature strand that we have there. Great look, great quality. Stay on those lines, and huge congratulations if you've got those amazing tubes. Let's go to, these are going to go lovely with those.
Oh, brilliant.
Isn't that nice?
That's really a lovely, interesting, fun combination, isn't it? Yeah.
I really actually love the fact, because these are quite, what's the word, satin-like finish. And because you've got this finish and then you've got that quite glossy tone, I actually really like how they combine. Silvery and greeny tones coming alongside those almost planetarial qualities of your natural colour agate. Let's take these. Oh, that's a lovely close-up.
That is.
Ooh, that is beautiful. These are 270 carats of natural colour agate in your frosted rounds. Now you have this wonderful little moments of druzy where you see that they're genuine gemstones, and that's the nice part about it, because they're genuine. You get little moments that remind you that they're real. Those little druzy inlets and little eyelets, can you see, like there? And you just get those moments, and then one of them's banded, and then the next one's pure peach, and then the other one is, look at that one, for colours. And then you get the druzy again, and see what I mean? Every single one. Love that one. That's a lovely citrus colour. That would go nicely with the serpentine that we did earlier on.
Yes, it would, yeah.
All of those differentials, all of those uniques, and under... Totally forgot this was under £5.
Yes, I know.
Totally forgot that was £5. Hecky thump. I mean, you look at that and you know that that's a strand that you are just going to see so much jewellery impact,
Yeah.
so much diversity because of, I mean, first of all, because the texture's different, because it's that satin finish, it does change the aesthetic of your design, doesn't it? And it's really tactile.
Yeah, I love that.
It's got a real beautiful quality about it. But then because you have those sparks of the druzy, the open crystal form, first of all, that's a recognition. You know that they're genuine gemstones.
Yes.
I mean, that's an instant. So people are wearing, when they're wearing your jewellery or you're wearing your jewellery, nobody's going to question, is it real?
No.
Because you have an instant
Yeah.
of knowing that they are based on the open crystal quality. But then on top of that, you've got a pattern and a print and an individual tonal value on every one of those stones. Look at this, that rotates around. There's not one piece that's the same.
No.
Not one. You've got banding, you've got colour, you've got texture, you've got, you know, mottled inside, open drusies in some, split colours like lozenges almost.
Yes.
So much gorgeous quality. Does that look like a £4.95 strand?
Absolutely not.
I mean, genuinely,
No.
I would choose one of those. I might choose that one there because it's got that wonderful open. I'd choose one of those and I'd just put it onto a single band of metal, you know, like silver metal. That's it.
Yeah.
Let it rotate and that's it.
Yeah, be a little standout piece, won't
Yeah,
it?
and that's for £4.95 on its own. You know, let alone getting the rest of that deal. I love that. I think that's
Or remember how you
absolutely
said about putting them in a bowl and letting people choose their own?
Yes.
That would be good.
That's
wouldn't
it. Choose your gemstone and I'll make your jewellery for you while you wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's loads, I mean, there's loads of potential in everything that we've offered you this evening. But no more so than our big deal offer. Now, we have only been given the chance to honour this price tag until the top of this hour. I mean, literally, this is everything that we can offer you. So if you haven't already done so, this is your final chance. If you haven't checked out your baskets, now is your time to do so. If you haven't already confirmed, or maybe you missed out on this deal and you're wondering what it's all about, well, I tell you what, this is Simon's selection. He's our amazing merchandiser, and he's essentially got the power of the price. He can do the calculations and make those prices work. He's made this work especially on a one-off deal today. Now, I worked with Simon live the other day, midweek, and I just went up to him and just said, literally, I've got a Sunday show. Can you give me something special? And this was his one-off price deal. Now, obviously, there is no way that we could do this to the penny pricing any other time than obviously thanks to Simon's opportunity. He's given us literally rock bottom. This actual strand is over £30 worth of a strand. I mean, when you put it like that, actually each one of these, I think we right in saying that each one of them was worth £3. And then Simon's price comes in at £17 and 3p. That takes us to pretty much half the price at less than £1.50 each. So that's where the deal is at tonight, exclusively. Do you know I've got over 40 people who haven't checked out their basket on that deal. Now 53 people who haven't checked out the basket. Now obviously, if you don't check out now, I cannot confirm that price tag is yours again. There is no way I can give you that opportunity again. So with that in mind, I guess it's one of those that you're either happy to pay the 20, 30, whatever pound price tag it's going to be, or you buy it now and just go, thank goodness I was watching at the right time.
Yeah.
Genuine one-off deal, £17 and 3p. I'll hold them out so you can see the wonderful arrangement of size 10mm by 60mm. I mean, the 10mm is still a good size
Lovely.
stone and
Really
such a
lovely.
wonderful texture
Yeah.
and palette. And of course, this is your Chrysocolla all the way from the Congo. So we're looking at something that really has got that individually unique quality about it. £17 and 3p, working out at less than £1.50 each. Serious jewellery maker deal. Exclusive price point to achieve. And waiting for that confirmation. Honestly, I've got so many people who are going to be missing out on this. If you don't check out, I'm so sorry. We will not price promise this or even price pledge it. It is a one-off opportunity according to Simon. He can't guarantee that you can honour this. We have to say a big thank you to Hayley.
Pleasure, thank
when
you.
are you back with us?
I'm at the end of November. In
February. And we'll see you
Wishing
soon.
you
Don't
away.
go anywhere.
Bye.
Bye.
then your free gift will be automatically added to your order when you make your first purchase. It's really that simple. Gemstone strands are selected at random, so gemstone size, colour and type will vary for each new customer. Why stop there? Once you receive your gemstones, we'd love to see what you create. Share your designs with us via our Facebook page and join our creative community of jewellery makers. Start your jewellery making journey with us today. Create, wear, share. The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to